I guess we'll start. I'm Travis Denis, for you who never knows me, I've been here for the next half hour. Volunteers Leadership Team Resource, as of this year, award winner, Michelle said, for last year, I think. They say I'm an expert. I don't think so. So we're just going through some tips and tricks that I've learned through the last couple of years, and that's apparently succeeded, and they love me for it. Okay, we're going to do relayforlife.org website usage, how to send emails out, how to set them up, how to make fundraisers more successful. With social media, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. I'm really actually not going over Twitter because I have no clue how to use it. There's a program called IFITT. If you want to search it, it does all those funky things on your web thing. So it automatically sends anything I post to Facebook to Twitter. It'll send to Twitter I use. It exactly emulates whatever Facebook has. It actually links you back to Facebook. And SMS texting. I wish I have all of your passwords and I use yours. Did you use yours last year at all? Did you use the texting last year? That everyone tells?
We set it up 2 years ago. Other than
so that where you can send out one place and it goes to everybody else.
Yep, I'll get into that. Sure.
I think that's neat. Especially for the kind of.
Yes, I will share this. It is actually going now. It is live streaming right now, but it's also going to archive it. So it's getting whatever I speak along with the slides. Yeah. Some of them, these slides you get here, it's just circles. And I'll say, like, hey, click that, click that, click that. So the audio sort of goes better with that than just like, hey, what's this slide? Circle this box. I'm going to how to log in, event center, editing event, so you can read that. Okay, once you're granted access, you're going to get, that says event manager up there. Really small, it's also Michelle, so that's where we use this here. But once you do the online training, this does not count, not even for me. There's no link that Michelle sent out. That you'll get that granted access once the powers that be sends you an email link, right? This is the backside of Event Manager Success Center, which you'll learn to hate. This is where everything goes down. You're never going to go down this list. On the sidebar, it's got, I'm just going to go down it, it's got event, can't even read it, edit event option. Under there, you're going to edit events. You really need to mess with event options. That's your location, your date, your time, which I think Michelle, the big ATS has to set. Yeah, you can change it, but you're not supposed to. There's a lot of stuff in here you can do, just don't. You can mess a lot of stuff up. But in the advanced, it's going to have that says new team notifications. You got to put your email addresses in there, put your event lead, yourself, if you have a group box for your event, which is highly recommended because then all emails, you only have one email address out. And then whoever gets that access can send that out to whoever needs to be. Like if I get a question in my email box and it says, hey, that's a people thing or experience lead thing, hey, just forward it to you. And then you can respond direct. But instead of having 1,000 email addresses, hey, who do I email this to? And also when you're sending out emails when you get to that, you say from that address, so it keeps it all in one spot. If you want to have your event chair in there, your community manager, yourself, your people lead, anybody that requests, hey, I want to know when your team signs up. Put their name in there, and it'll automatically send, hey, new team has been formed. And it's going to give them all the details of it. So it's especially good for your people lead. So they say, hey, they got a new team, they have to reach out, put a team ambassador on them.
This is under what? Sorry.
It's under the event center and then edit advanced options. On the slides, when I send them out, you can read these. And once you're in there, it's obvious. After that, this is what I was talking about earlier, that I actually asked for this last year in middle of season. It took them 2 months later. They responded to my post. I'm like, I don't even remember posting this. They have it has milestones. Because a lot of times throughout the year, a team or an individual would go up from the Rising Star team to the bronze level, and we'd have no clue. You'd have to look at the website and go, oh, look, they just made another level. And you'd actually have to know the levels because it wouldn't really tell you, hey, they switched. But they've added this feature in it where you can add, you have to edit every single one individually. You say, hey, like, I want to know when that team is the Hope Club. You have to hit edit, add your email address. I want to know the silver. You have to edit the silver, put your email address in. I don't know. It's a start. Right now, it's just for teams. So it'll automatically email you, say, hey, you got a team. So you can go to Facebook or if your event lead, whatever, and say, hey, this guy, congratulations to the team, or whatever, they just made silver level. Because before I said you have no clue. You just like, hey, look, they just done this money. There is another. The participant, the team will get an email from Relay. It's an auto one that says, hey, you just got promoted, whatever. I know.
So so once they're on the website and their account that once a year reaches so many dollars, it'll say automatically that it's whatever.
They, the team and the person or whoever that did it will automatically get an email sent that says, congratulations, you just made it available. But you as an online chair or event chair or anything else will get no alert. We have no clue they did.
Nobody is getting notified at this point. So there's no, I need to go in and
So you put your email in, and every time somebody makes silver level,
It's going to be 16
it's going to say, hey, this team made silver.
Yeah. That's it. They got an email, congratulatory.
Yeah.
But if you're like at local level, we wanted to send something or post, hey, this team did it. We never got an alert. Yeah, we never got an alert. They did it. The one thing that
is something exciting because last year what Trav did was we had a team for the Nice Without P event that made one of the larger levels, and it was after the event that he was able to go out and on Facebook give them a huge shout out, and there was a lot of comments and so forth. So that company got a lot of extra that we would not have necessarily known because we didn't,
But that was just like clicking on the site. I said, hey, look, that's more money than last time, just because I just remembered it.
Just happened to take them.
Yeah, that was the only way.
have everybody memorized.
Yeah, exactly. There's also talent there, so the individual goals on there is blank. I don't know if they're working on it. I hope they are. Yeah, this was actually, I think this is after we they put this up. You can ask questions all you want. That's what it's for. Yes.
Once you receive the notification, you have to
That's just it's information purposes for you to use as you put it in. Like I said, for our relay, I'm doing it on Facebook. We're trying to bump the level. I don't know about individuals because there's going to be a lot of people, but at least teams. I'll be like, hey, they just made Rising Star level or Hope level. A lot of teams like that Rising Star. That's the first one. My team that I thought last year has never made Rising Star level. If I make it, I want to be posted. Hey, this guy finally made $1,000. And try to tag them too in Facebook out there. It's an individuals. Hopefully, it'll be next year or this year. I don't know. Under advanced properties, this is the fun one. So you'll get the slide for this. ACS doesn't like changing things for some reason. They'll just like leave stuff. Sponsor name. Those have nothing to do with sponsors whatsoever. But it's named sponsor name.
Yes, that's
And that's it. You'll get these slides on it. But in there, if you have a YouTube account under sponsor 2, you have to put a full link, HTTP, whatever your YouTube link is. Sponsor 3, if you have a Twitter link, the same thing. It's whole drawn out HTTP, whatever your Twitter is. Facebook is different. Again, sponsor 4, and it needs an ID number. It's like an 8-digit number. If you go to the web address, just find my FBID, which is going to be linked out. I have a link slab into this. It'll give you the number that you just put the number on it. What that's going to do on your front page of the main relayforlife.org site, on the front page, it's going to have the little button that says find us on. And it has a little Facebook icon, a little Twitter icon. They're really tiny. If those are blank, they'll be gone. So you do not worry about it. If you put something in those, that little link will appear and it'll link straight to it. They will default to the ACS Facebook site, YouTube Facebook site, or YouTube ACS site. They'll default all to the big ACS unless you change it. If you don't have one, they recommend you leave them alone. Just leave it to that level.
I thought though too on the Facebook one that you could go to pull up your actual Facebook page and then right click it at the top and then scroll that down. That number is in there.
It's under settings, page something. It's all at the bottom. Easier way, just copy your Facebook site's www address, put it in that Find My Facebook ID site, and it'll just give you the number. Copy that and put it in there. Event coordinator. This is the next one now. I'm just going through event properties right now. It's on that same side list. On there, you're supposed to put your event chair. If your event chair doesn't want anything there, your community manager's name, address, phone number, and email address. That'll appear at the bottom of every web page. It'll say for more information, contact. I'll have whatever you put there. It's going to appear at the bottom of every one of your emails. Basically, put the name there. Again, if you have a group site email address, you can put that there, so you can still keep everything on one spot.
For some of our stuff, we put in like the North of the Bay event team or something like that, so it's more generic instead of to an individual person, and then you would just again send it to that. You know, it will automatically be pre-populated with my information, unless we make that. Because right now it's me on Emerald Coast and North of the Bay. The other ones have it.
Guys, did I lose anybody yet? They're confused. Yeah.
Chelsea, we do not have.
You're lucky. You don't have.
email address at this point. If you would like us to make one so that we can track that stuff, that's fine. But at this point, it's probably just easier just to leave it with me. The emails and then I'll forward them after that, but that's an option.
If you do make your own, make a Gmail. I'll get to why. It makes it a lot easier instead of Yahoo one I have to use next. Yeah, we're just restricted this stuff further. Okay, event library. That's also, we'll go back to the main page. If you want to add anything to an email, a website, if you want to add anything, email, website, document, picture, anything, it has to be in your library on your site. It actually can be in any relay site, by the way. It should do multiple things, as long as it's on the relay server. But it's very simple. It's going to have these two tabs. One, document tab, you have image list. If you want to upload a document, have the document, and hit upload document. Images is the same way. In the image tab, that's going to have upload image at the top.
So in order to put it on the website itself, it has to be there first.
Yes, or email. And here's the upload new image. So it's going to ask you what you want to title it. It can be whatever title you want on your computer. When you upload, you're going to give it a new title. You can say, I usually do like, I upload buttons. So it'll be button dash whatever. The sponsor, I'll be sponsor dash whatever. Makes it, just keep it organized. Not you're just going, hey, what did I name that picture? On there, it's going to have a sponsor logo checkbox. That does not mean sponsor. It says, like I said, ACS doesn't like changing the wording. I don't know why. If you click that sponsor button, if you ever when you go to their main Relay for Life site, it's got that scrolling picture at the top left of all the people you have no clue who are. If you click that sponsor button, it's going to put that picture there. You click as many as you want. It'll scroll through them. You can't change the time or anything, but it does not put it as a sponsor.
But you should use that one.
Yeah, localize the site.
Like photos from last year's event. That's a cool thing to have.
I add 4 or 5.
It's your people, not the generic.
Yeah, they have no clue why. They're world famous now because they're scrolling on every single website.
Is there a way to get rid of them?
You just take them.
You can, they are, yeah, you can go edit them. They are listed in your media library, those ones that are scrolling. And you can delete them or unclick them. But usually you 4 or 5.
How did you get
That one's if you add image, upload image.
But they're not in where you're looking at right now.
No, you'd have to go.
When you add the image, it asks.
When you're in, that's the map.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
when you're-
talking about the ones that they put there for you.
Yeah.
If you go back to the screen where it says the media library, the image list, it's going to have all your images listed. You scroll down, it's in that list.
That's what I got the next screen.
But that list is going to have every image you've uploaded. You can edit, delete them. Or there, edits pretty much contains the name. It's about only you can edit on the site.
So don't do anything about sponsored URLs.
No, you see that blank. I don't think that link's ever done anything, really. Even when it was used for sponsored.
But what I did for Walton Beach last year was we had some really nice pictures from the event. And I wanted them to be in that scrolling thing on the front page. And so I purposely went in to download those photos. So we've got some great photos from the event that we can put on for this year's, for the 16th one. Because I would rather see our event.
Oh, yeah.
than-
This one first.
Yeah. And I think I left 1 or 2 that were there because I thought they were.
And all these changes comes from our surveys and online shares complaining. It's like, hey, how do I make that my own people? I think I complained for like 3 years. Finally.
Last year was actually we were able to do that.
At the bottom, it's gonna have the choose file after you pick your name, which is gonna pop up your link here and upload your image. As soon as you hit the upload button, you gotta hit upload, which is the blue button under that. It's gonna reload the screen. It's gonna put your image there at the bottom. Some of them are massively huge. You'll realize when people start sending you images like sponsors, they can take up that whole screen. They oh cool, it's the gases and go for that thing. But just let it go. You can resize later, but that's just it's gonna be the clearest image that way. After that, it's gonna go back to save. At the bottom, under the picture, let's save. After that, you're done. It's in your library, and it'll reappear later when I get there. Group news feeds. This I've actually never used. I know I should. Goes back to the main page. The event center. What's that? Get back to the main event center.
I'm on the
That will make us have a scrolling announcement if they go to their event center, the actual participants, their, what do you call it, event center? Dashboard. In the dashboard, it'll make little pop-ups. Like if they click on it, it'll have like a scroll, hey, reminder meetings coming up or fundraiser coming up. You can do all that fun stuff.
And I think that's something that we should use for next year that we did not take advantage of this year, because when you log on, after you initially logged on to the website, that's the only time really you're gonna see that front page, unless you specifically want to, because the next time you log in, you're gonna log in your dashboard anyway. So why would I not want to put the same information I would want to put on the front screen for total strangers to do it? That's what my dashboard people get. So I think that's a good, whatever you're saying, like right now, it could say, keep fundraising to the end of August, whatever, so I think that's something that we have not implemented that this year. Correct, that's correct. And so it would have a note there, whatever Chelsea puts in there to say, hey, don't forget, we're still fundraising, or we gotta,
So it's still come up on the.
it'll come up on the dashboard, right?
So not only will it go across the front of your page, but it also.
If you use this.
It's only our dashboard.
So you can put it both places.
So the very front page, that's only seen by non-registered.
So we want that to look nice, but it's hard, somebody has to really try hard to get back to it. You have to know, and that's what one of the things that we said was to make it easier to see front page. There's a lot of info on the front page, and so you have to do the dashboard, you have to go find one of those little smaller things that says make my event, and then it'll move it back to the front page.
I said, can't really talk too much about that because I've never used it. Affiliate events. Nobody has to mess with that at all, except Emerald Coast. Here. We have. It basically it makes it so the ad Spark will have your affiliate. I have no clue where that even goes on your website. Because Spark only uses it because that's the only way they're affiliated in it. Now the fun part, editing the website. Every website that you can edit is going to have this little itty bitty blue button. This is the main page. You have to scroll down forever to find it because the top half of that page we can't edit. It's got the whole title bar, the picture, and when your event's going to happen. Yep. I would have an edit. That little edit button appears where you can edit. And it's usually, like I said, the front page is long, it's really far down. The rest of them, it's usually the top. So you have a scroll bar that has every website on it. A lot of them are freeform. A lot of them you make your own. You can cut, select whichever one you want to edit. Do that. Once you're in editing mode, it's going to look like this. It looks like Word, except it's a lot worse than Word because it doesn't respond half the time. Save every 30 seconds. Save. If stuff stops working, hit refresh. That's why you have to save every 30 seconds. So the buttons will just stop responding. You just start inputting stuff in the same window will pop up again. And you input it, and it doesn't take anything. I don't know how to solve that at all. Chrome works better than Explorer. Chrome doesn't have that issue very much. I think I might have figured out in Explorer last night. If you go into the compatibility mode, which is in your settings somewhere, I think it worked better than it usually does in Explorer last night. I don't know why. If you want to add links, pictures, anything else, like I said, it's same as Word, up where the red box is. It's got, a picture of the picture or the link, the chain link. If you want to add anything, you hit that button. I don't know if I got a pop-up. Yeah, it's a pop-up button, like that's for the image. I can't really read it. There's a link list for your colleague. Yeah. Instead of that button, and anything you've added in your event library, anything you've added in there will be in that list. if it's a document, image, anything. Like I said, if you keep it organized, like if you have a lot of buttons, you know, if it's button, sponsor, sponsor.
Chelsea, you don't have all that on yours because I only had it just set
A lot of times when you're just resizing that, it'll get stuck. Like you can't unclick that.
Yeah, mine was designed.
That's the thing. It's funny. It escapes sometimes work. Other times there's nothing. You got to correct the page. Yeah, I get stuck. And that's exciting.
It is everything.
It is, it's really.
I'll give you the backside though. You know HTML coding.
Yeah.
It's actually if you cut and paste, you do it.
But so Chelsea, what I had to do last week was I had to first go in and download the logo. Then I went to the page that I wanted to load the logo on.
Right, to the
Library. Then I would go to where I wanted to put it, and then I would click on that area and then click the little tree. I know he's saying that the picture is the tree for me.
It's a picture
I
of a
click
tree.
the tree, and then that box comes up, and then I would click the button that says looks like Chelsea. I wanted to add Chelsea logo. And then the next piece was the sizing, because that was ginormous.
On them, it's got two boxes for the dimensions. It's right here. That's black. Horizontal, vertical. It's all about pixels. 600 pixels is about your usable space on the website because they take out the whole sidebar. You can't touch it. So if you want a full screen image, put 600 there. It'll increase the size of the small one. It'll shrink it on. You don't have to put one in. It'll auto scale. So it's not gonna make it all look weird. So it's 600 max. Small. Try not to blow them up because usually they'll get all pixelated and nasty.
200 or 300 was fine.
Yeah. So you can mess with it.
But
so
I thought we had to do both sides, and Trav told me that I know just do the first side. It'll.
like you can do them both on your own. I might stretch it and
Yeah,
screw it.
it looks weird.
So I could put like 300 in the first spot.
Yeah.
And it was.
Down to 300 pixels wide, and then it'll
It'll just.
whatever it has to be.
Sometimes you can grab the corners from the side.
You can't do that.
No.
Oh, you can't do that.
I've never seen that on here, and I wouldn't trust that site.
That's what I take it away. Yeah, you can do it.
But that's how you resize it. If you got a small image already, you can do blank, and it'll just. If you do blank, it will do whatever it was supposed to be. If you were sending me earlier for the final image, like I said, Gulf area, that thing took up the whole email and beyond.
Because I didn't realize that I needed to put it in, because we used to just.
And the thing is, your website and your emails, because the email is it's almost identical. It will allow you to do that, and it'll make it look all weird because you have this image this long and their email this small.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Border is on there again. It's all pixels. It's gonna add a line around. Like if most images you don't have, but you get like a flyer or something. It's just a flyer piece of paper. You might want to put like a black box around it. You know, make sure they hand it to link. You just put it says pixels. One is one line. You know, one pixel length line. You know, 2, 3, go as big as you want. You just stick to one if I'm doing a border.
I've never used that so far, but I was thinking I would try that.
Adding links. This is here's a little picture of a chain link. If you want to make a picture of a link, click on the picture, and it should highlight the whole thing. And then hit the link button. If you want to do words, highlight whatever words you want the link. You just click here, highlight, click here. Then hit the link button at the top. Should be up in the top bar by the tree picture.
It looks like it's gold.
That's silver.
It's not-
Oh,
Have you highlighted a word? Or
Yeah, like, to make your fundraiser, so click the fundraiser, like, highlight the fundraiser word. And then, if that's where you want them to click. Double click that area. Yeah. Did you see that then?
There are many good ways to do
That's
that.
enough for everyone.
oh, it's awesome.
And then isn't it like when once you highlight it, like you click the link, then it come up before to send it. Yeah. Yeah, because we do that.
Yeah,
We want to have the business relay, like if you want to have business relay, form that they fill out ahead of time, and then you would double click that and say click here, and then it will send into the actual web page they have to use.
You say, click here, and it's relay.
Right.
Click here would be.
And then all of this relay. That's exactly it. I just remember, I think it was my, I dropped it there.
That was my other five. I did not get $5. I gave her $1. I wasn't giving it. I said, I don't want you to do that anymore. I will confirm.
Well, at this point, they're not going to get, our back. Yeah. I'm supposed to know.
The thing about the website, some of the stuff is intuitive, but some of the stuff is just incredibly time.
You gotta think of like 100 different ways. You get
That's
something.
the only thing we had to pay for.
So you have to really think about what you want and have it. I always had it like laid out with what I want.
Yep, and you can't come face from where either.
No, and that's the other loyalty that you know what.
Supposedly you can. I'll touch on that a little bit, but I've never had to work.
I've never had to work either. That's incredibly frustrating. It's just so time consuming. Just to be able to do.
I think that's a,
Font size, colors, trying to make it look nice and pretty.
I think that's the main reason I can't quit. Like it's like don't want it so long doing it.
So the online care person, you know, if they have to have time on it.
It's a full-time job if you make it that way. That's my way. So it's a full-time job if you make it that way. That's my way. I should get paid.
It can, I mean, the first time I actually sent an email out from here, it took me, I should just send the first email.
Especially when it errors every 5 minutes.
And that's why the practice is right, save and save often, because even if you're sitting here actively typing something, it thinks you're not doing anything, and it'll put you out.
Find the link screen.
Yes, she's
Hi. With the links, it's gonna have a drop down, same as the pictures for your websites that you want. On that list, if you create your own, your website is probably gonna be the very bottom list. They're gonna have a whole bunch of pre-made ones. Gonna have a bunch of Z's underscore whatever. I have no clue what those are. But everything you create is going way at the bottom list, and it's gonna be whatever. We'll get to create a subpage. It's the same as the pictures. It's gonna have whatever you titled it as. There's the top line is also link URL. You can put in whatever you want to send to. You get a sponsor, Chelco. You put in www.chelco.com. You put it there, and then you click on the link, whatever, click here, the logo, whatever, it'll take you there. Using the sponsor link, the sponsor section, when you put the sponsor page, try to link all your sponsors. Other than just getting a picture, like when we do the performance package, it'll say, hey, look, your logo was here, and if they clicked it, it was taking you to your site. If it's a local site, like a local, Chelco's a huge business, but they have a local site, try to make it their local. Actually, the Chelco, I think they use some foundation. I think I checked that link to that site. Their foundation is done in firm. Also, Target. It's gonna have a Target in there. It has 3 options: open in the same window, open a new window, open a new tab. I think. Usually, I try to open a new tab. So then click on that. It's automatically open that link, then new tab or new window. So our website will still be back there.
So if they click out of it, X out of it.
So if they go, oh, move back. I'm done seeing this. Click X. They're not gonna close on our site again. Maybe they want to. I don't know. Yeah, it's up to them.
I
But usually,
think too, if you're saving words, if they usually do it alphabetically, so if you wanted to be at the top of the list, if you put like an A, before, like if it's A dot Chelco, just because you want it to be at the top of your list, and it's.
that works for images and documents. For website, it don't. It's at the bottom, no matter what. It's not alphabetical. But that's like the images and everything else. It is like if you put like that headers, put buttons for sponsors, fundraiser. That'll keep them all in alphabetical order. Adding event pages at the top. When you're in there, it's going to have add custom page. Usually you do this, like I said, I know we had to do it last year for local sponsors, for less than bronze level sponsors. You have to have a second page. Or if you have fundraisers, that if you really want to get it, so you can create a website for like fundraisers, like, hey, I'm having this fundraiser selling this, scan your images in, you can make it. It's not required. This is more stuff. It's this position is what you make of it. Google's your friend. If you want to do something, Google, you probably can. On the drop-down list, next one it's going to have copy what page. There's one in there called generic page for copy. Click that one.
Why are we clicking copy a custom page instead of creating?
Because copying this one, it's going to put the links in it. It's called breadcrumb if you look in HTML, but it's going to have a list top. It's going to have whatever your page name is. It's going to have like My Relay, so they can click. You can click the My Relay or go back page. It's going to add at the bottom for information, contacts. It's going to have all the little generic things.
Otherwise, it would just be blank.
Yeah.
It's easier to do the copy.
Okay.
After that, you can take this screen, name your page, whatever you want named. You know, sponsors, whatever school fundraiser, whatever you want it to be called. The people clicking on it will be able to say this name, so make sure it's what you want it to be.
I created a whole separate page the year before on
Yeah, if we had to do in-content sponsors, yeah.
Track marker, host sponsors, things like that, that they normally get on there. It's nice.
After that, you can edit the whole page right there in that box. I recommend not doing that because the thing likes erroring. Just hit finish after that. If that errors out, you're going to have to go back through all the last 3 steps, recreate it again if it errors out. So just hit finish, and then you go back. You go back where I had earlier about when you click on that drop-down list, that will be in that list, and edit it from that side.
Find the button, you can edit.
Yeah. Just you can edit there, just don't put faith in it saving. I recommend creating the tables for everything, because if you can type like a Word document, you type all day long in the edit website, and it'll auto scroll and stuff, but it'll look weird because they say it'll judge someone's screen sizes of their screen, those words are going to move, and it's not going to look like what you want it to. If you build everything in a 600 pixel table, which I'll get into how to create a table in a second, then it's going to give you 600. It's actually going to outline your box. It's going to say this is your, and it's going to auto scroll your stuff. When you put pictures in it, it'll stretch that. It will not stretch out that table. You have to resize it, and you say you want 2 pictures, you go 300. But to have everything built in the table, you can add columns, you can add rows, and it makes a better layout. But with the table, that's the icon all the way to the left. Looks like a tic-tac-toe board almost in the edit website. Let me see it. Gonna do tables. Seems like.
No, I don't.
Okay. But your options is your rows, columns. You got to think about in your head what you want to do first. Usually I do, if I'm doing a website, I'm like, okay, 1 column, so you want to type in the middle. If you're like an email, you have like multiple like logos or something, maybe 2 or 3 columns. Because then you're going to say it's going to box it all out, and you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see it unless you change the borders. You'll be able to see it. Then I can know it's all on the table. It said cell padding. That's how much space, again, in pixels, is between each cell. If you leave that at 0, a lot of times your cells will be on top of each other. Like literally, the top of one word is going to hit the bottom of the other word, and it's going to be all scrunched. So usually I do about 5, and that's going to give a gap on either side of your table line, about 5 pixels. Again, up to you. Align it center, even though it's center. Your email is going to show up in the center. The website is going to show up center of about 2 inches over your usable space. The width 600. The border, again, you don't have to. It said you can use complete blank if you want. You can put 1 pixel in it, and it'll box out every table border. Embedding. This is the fun part. This is where you go. If you ever see a website that says embed, you can put it on the Relay site. No more difficult like YouTube. There's a YouTube link right now on Relay for like Niceville site. You can make it. You wanted people to go to our site. ACS wants to see the traffic to our site. They track it. So when you're posting links and stuff, yes, I could post a link straight to YouTube or post it straight to Facebook or wherever I want. I can post it there. Instead, embed it into one to the create site, the subpage, and I'm going to get into how to embed after this. Put it in one of our sites. Then they get the Relay site title. They're going to learn all the normal heading stuff, the contact information, everything else. You have a sidebar. But they're viewing whatever they're going to do, but they're on ACS. So ACS is going, hey, look, someone is going to the base site like crazy. They're viewing this. So you try to steer them toward that. So even if it'd be simpler on Facebook, they want to see it.
Yeah, because then you can take the ACS page with your embedding and link on your Facebook page.
Yeah. Yeah, link them over to there.
Oops, they accidentally made a donation because they saw that you had that on there.
Yeah, so you're on their site. I think a lot of people, amazing, I don't get it, but a lot of people are on Facebook stuff. You get a lot of people that don't even do email. But if you keep posting all your stuff on Facebook, and I did this my first year, you post all these things on Facebook, all these people that are on Facebook, like, I never heard about it, never heard about that. I'm like, oh, I should send an email out to you. They want direct and short. Yeah, there's, like, I was told by our youth chair in Niceville, there's another one, I don't know what it is. She's like, I'm gonna get with you to figure something out. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. It says there's too many adults on Facebook. Is that what she said, Amanda? Yeah, it's too many adults on Facebook. I didn't know what it was. I guess, but yeah, like the bottom right-hand corner. So that's actually the arrow view you're talking about. Niceville. Under the share button, going to give you a link. You know, it's going to have all the Twitter, the Facebook, Reddit. It's going to have all the little links to share. There's also another tab at the top that says embed. It's going to give you that long code that's circled. That's the left, that's the Google Calendar. You can put your calendar right on there. Like I said, instead of linking straight to Google Calendar or straight to YouTube, use that embed code, put it on our site, and it'll show up like a website in our website.
And that way you don't have to redo it because when you put the activities on the calendar on Facebook, it automatically populates onto the website.
That's what I was getting. If you're going to create an account for your event, use Google because they have the calendar features. Actually, the drive feature is also kind of nice in there. So yeah, you create your event in your one calendar, and it'll automatically, whatever your website is embedded, it's going to add it to that calendar. Yeah.
Use Google for events, so will
It's just got a lot of features you can use.
populate to your website and your Facebook.
Yep. No, actually, Facebook, no. There is a way. I tried it. I couldn't figure it out.
The website, and then you can do it.
Like Facebook, you make an event in that calendar, you create, you're still going to have to go to Facebook and create an event and do the whole stuff. The only way I found out you can get your calendar to Facebook is basically having the Google Calendar on Facebook. It doesn't have events, nothing else. It's just your calendar on Facebook.
You also show the Facebook page on the website as well.
Yeah, and I forget what that code is.
You can scroll through.
Actually,
Correct.
you can add it yourself in there. Because the code is on Facebook, you have to find it. So Google's your friend. Google will tell you how to hack this stuff. But if you put the code in the very beginning with the sponsor 5 or whatever, if you put the code in there, it's right, it'll actually populate. It'll give the little side window of Facebook. It'll put your feed on there. I added that one. I don't remember how. If you're going to embed, click the tables again, because you don't want it huge. Just working out with some coding. They said it's basically cut and paste, but wherever you want stuff, like right there, that place something and say, I'm going to put my YouTube link here. So I'm going to type for my table for 600 pickles. I'm going to type right center, because that's where I want to center my thing. I type place video here, or video here. Type something as a placeholder so you know. You just remember what that is. Hit save, refresh your page, because it's going to error. Go back in. The little button in the bottom it says disable WYSY. It's what you see was what you get, but it's going to say that WYSIWYG. That's what it says. Okay. You're going to have to edit that or disable it, and then it brings you the coding screen. That's all HTML code. If you're going to do a page, set up everything you want before you go here. Like if you want to have words above it or below it, set it up, type all your words out, and then put your place link here, type whatever. Save it and you disable it, and this is going to have, like if you do this in the main screen, you're going to have a lot. So it's going to have the code for your header, it's going to have the code for the bottom, it's going to have a lot more code in here. This is a basic, that's a blank page. This is actually the custom page I created for the slide a couple of days ago. So it's very basic. You just scroll through it, or you can hit Control F, find whatever you use a placeholder. You find like this, that's highlight, place YouTube video here. Just find that, highlight it. What do you do? But highlight all your words you had, and then just paste. Whatever that embed code said, cut and paste it. That's all you do. And just it. That's the simplest way. It's like you don't have to go as far as you go. Just paste it on top of it. If it's too big, whatever, usually the code will have a width. It'll usually say px equals something in that code. If it was too wide, you can edit that. Like if it says 600, you can get it 30. It might mess it up. It might not. You might have some features. I know Google Calendar actually has, when you set it up to embed, it'll say, hey, how do you want this to appear? You can change the colors, the size, anything else, and then hit code, make code, and they'll make it and get it for you. Hit save. Like I said, that's how the Google Calendar shows up. And that's like the video. So you got all your headers. Actually, that's the header screen. But it'll show up on your site. Sometimes I think Facebook does it. I think it won't show up. It'll be a blank white screen. You click on it, and it'll make like the blue box, like something's there, but it's not. Typically, it is. Like you go to your actual site where you want it to show up, and it'll be there. And that's just another working in the Word, and it's trying to do too many things at once.
What do you add to that calendar?
Everything. If you do the calendar, add your team parties, your committee parties, committee meetings, any fundraiser. As soon as you get notice about it, add them. With the calendar, what's that? Yeah. Actually, I don't think I have it here. There's a new feature I'm using it for a while this year for. But add all that, and people can actually search your account. If they're a Google member, they can search it and say, okay, we're there for life, and they can put it in your phone. They can add it as a count, and every time, you know, hey, let's what's going on. So you make it public, and if you update it, updates them. You know, you can say they set reminders, whatever.
And again, that's something that's extra that, you know, that's if you want to take it to the next level.
Okay, and if any questions are, I'm available pretty much till midnight.
Can you set the calendar, like put a link in there? If they click it, it pop up the flyer for.
The calendar? If you do the calendar this way, it's Google Calendar. Whatever options Google has, you know, when you create an event like in your personal calendar, it's the same thing. So you can do the title, where it's located, links. You got the little custom options box. Yeah, you can add anything to it. Change its color.
But it's easier if you have a like make a fundraiser, upcoming fundraisers page, which is what we did, and then those links and those flyers are on that already, so they don't have to go through.
I'm like, I'm not gonna ask a lot of questions, but so you do your fundraising page in your website?
It's actually already there. That's a pre-formatted one that comes in your site setup.
You just add links to your specific.
Okay.
You do the site. When you get that what's it active and that scroll down, it's going to have some shambles on your bill. Scroll through all of them. Make sure you know which one. There is one that's called fundraising. Actually, it's activities and events. But go through that and make sure you know it's going to be wrong because there's no fundraiser. I think it's just add fundraiser at that time. So you just scroll, you know, put the dates, times, you know, type what you want.
I know some people are lazy, or I shouldn't say that. They just want to go to the calendar and say, hey, this one I'll fill up. And they can go to the city, they can click on it, and if there's a fundraiser that day, they can click on the link and say, oh, but you have it.
So we put like a little parties for
There's actually, I'm going to go to here. There's a fundraising page you're supposed to keep updated. I started this for this year with the Google Calendar. Just that you can customize before you get the embed code. There's an option instead of showing the full calendar like that. I have a link to the full calendar like that, but you can customize it. And there's one called Agenda. Give me that box right there. And that's the embed code straight from Google. And it's an agenda form of your calendar, and it's actually gonna pop up every time an event passes. Like the event leadership meeting next weekend, and it pops in that's on there. And that's gonna get top. And it just lists. I got always listed on there. As the season goes on, you know, for fundraisers, you just go to the front page, and that's all I was gonna scroll. That's gonna be on your calendar. Or you posted it. That's on it. No, anybody can see it. Like I don't know.
Because when you log in, you go directly to your dashboard, so you'll have to get off your dashboard and go back to the front. That's correct.
Yeah, I know that.
What I do is I choose not to be logged in when I want to just see the front page. So,
I've never had that. I don't know.
because when you first log in, you're on your dashboard. So when you're in your dashboard, it can say you can go to my pay or to my event, and it'll send you back there. You have to literally get off of your dashboard to get there. Your dashboard is immediately that you log into.
But yeah, that's usually, I have a front page. That calendar will be a link, view calendar, and I'll give you the full month view. But as to somebody, in here, in the main screen, when you're event manager, it's going to have this like button for the online sharing network. They're actually very helpful. We did an event a couple months ago with Ask the Event Chair Experts, and it was an event on Facebook, and it was ask question answer, and it was I think we had 60 something people there. And actually that calendar was somebody said, how do I do this? You know, everyone's posting links, check this out. You know, how do I do this? But it's very helpful. They're also the ones I asked about the alerts for the different levels. So it took them 2 months to get that to me, but they did get back to me. But then, I won't want to work those hours.
I'm talking about just for that one.
Yeah, right, because then it'd be working. Customer service. I was informed yesterday. I did too much on this. Customer service link back in the main page allows you to edit your participants, your teams. If someone says, oh, I typoed my team name or typoed my name, need to change address. It's all the data stuff they're supposed to bring up. If you change it in here, you can edit anything. Discuss with your red chair and Michelle if you're changing stuff, because apparently if you change stuff locally, like when I perform a report, it's going to show up fine, it's going to show up right. Apparently, daylight level, it doesn't. I found that out last night.
That would make sense.
I found that last night. I'm like, I change things all the time. She goes, that's why our stuff's screwed up. I know this.
Don't tell me that you have made the changes to a new team captain or to something like that because they told you to do that. It's great on the website, but then all of our stuff, all our background stuff, when we run other reports, is incorrect. So, or you show up twice. You show up with 2 different team names. So
corporate doesn't see this.
they don't.
They use it different.
The websites don't all talk unless I tell them.
That would be so.
Yeah.
So yeah, so please let me know if you do that. I mean, obviously do it immediately so that the person, because they don't care about our back stuff. But you want them to be very happy, so you do that. Just let them know, hey, Michelle, we made this person co-chair, or we made this the captain. We changed their address here. What have you said?
So it's, again, just the process. It's corporate guys can do this, so think about it.
It's all a bunch of different databases that they have to be told to talk to each other in certain ways.
But are they making changes to make that happen?
As what I was told to do is what I'm telling you to do is that you send me what it is and I send it off.
I mean,
Unless that changes, I will tell you.
I mean, because I know that's probably kind of one of my top complaints for years is the website and the user friendliness, but it needs to be back end user friendly for you as a community manager too, and making your own job easier. And it seems to me that as many people are probably employed in the user society, I can't really do anything.
What's the system? It's the systems from these different entities, and they have to be able to be separate entities because they do separate jobs. So you have to tell them when you make changes. So at this point, just let me know. How's it? Just let me know when you make it.
This is another one of the things that you're overstepping your bounds, but you don't have to do this. Like, someone says your name, say, okay, I'll contact Michelle. She can do it.
But he's right though. I mean, it's easy to do. I've done it before too, but again, like.
But you said you can promote team captains, demote team captains, to raise teams. Yeah, just make sure you send her an email that says I did this. Because a lot of people, you'll get. Yeah, you don't have to do any of this.
But the thing you want to discourage teams from doing is I had this happen on this last year. I had a team target manager and they didn't like their name, and I said, I simply said, don't go in there and do anything. What did they do? They went and re-registered the team.
And it's
2 target teams out there. Now had more work to do.
And to delete a team is actually more easy. It's a lot more detailed than hit delete.
Right.
You have to do like 3 steps to
And
delete.
then you have to do the same thing with Fed 5, because they had registered earlier in the year, and then something happened with their team captain, and then the person came on, and we realized they've already registered, and then registered again, and we had to go through the delete process.
Mhm.
And so make sure that you're communicating with the team, you know, if you want to make a change, affiliated with your team, don't try to do it yourself.
A lot of times you get the big teams, like they've had a team for years, like, yes, this person told me to, sign up on this team. And they'll go and sign up the website they work for or whatever else. And they can't find it, and somehow they click new teams that join team. Don't know that. But it happens a lot. You'll get an email alert, hey, just created this team. That looks awfully familiar to this other team. So you send an email, did you mean? Yes, I meant that. Then you have changing teams is easy. You can switch from the team easy. But then to delete it, it's like make inactive, then delete. It's the whole process. Then
And that's just for this website that I still have to.
yeah.
Moving money is not what it is.
Talk to me about it.
Do not use this section for anything other than above. Yes, you can move money, but don't do it. Yeah, don't mess with the money. Don't mess with it all. Because in there, you can
When
also.
you lose it, it gets lost in the ozone, and then it's not credited to your events anymore. It's not credited to teams.
We as volunteers, we do not have the power to do anything but the money.
There's an option. I don't even have a screenshot of the screen. But there's an option to move money. Just said don't do it. Don't mess with it. Because if it vanishes and you're the one that vanished, I don't want to know that coming to that.
We're not gonna wonder that one.
No, I don't want it.
Even if somebody, we used to be able to record offline donations, we don't even do that.
Yeah, that option is still there too. There's record gifts. That's whoever the banker is. That's their own. You can also, if need be, I've never had these calls for it. The individual web pages that people they as soon as they make this team over, they get their team page and an individual page. You can edit them through here as well. Edit team page. I don't ever really see a reason why you'd have to edit their page, but say they post something not allowed or something, you can go in there and edit for them. Yeah, they're encouraged to edit their own. I say if there's a reason we have to, it's in customer service. I've never had a reason. I don't see a reason. Just it's there.
To be honest, most people don't edit their own pages. I wish they would because it makes it more, I think it makes it better. It just has the generic, why do I feel like it? And it's the same piece. But I know we've had several teams this year. One of Travis's ways that they were experimenting was they show us that they put their own picture on there of why they like their team last year. And put their own stuff
I think you can post like, I think you post like 3 pictures now too. It'll scroll on their site.
Yeah,
Are they going to use a similar thing like last year with the
That's nice.
Beth Ann is going to do it again this year.
I was going to say maybe something to add to that, after adding that, is something along the lines about personalizing the website and personal web pages, because I really think that doesn't.
I always encourage it. A lot of people don't. We will have no alert if they do. But you get 500 people on your relay, you don't have a clue, and you're not. And I've done it before. I have a smaller relay with 100 people. I've scrolled through it before and said, okay, the change, you hit every person's name. It's kind of consuming. I'm not going to do it again. So basically, if you do it, John, say, hey, send me a link to your page. You say so, then click on it, and then go back and your Facebook feed. Go, hey, check out this person's page. There's a free advertisement for all your followers. Say, hey, maybe
When you do your little app on your phone and stuff, and you want people to donate money and take them to your personal page.
Yep.
It does make a difference if you have a little personal letter, pictures of who you're relating for, why you're relating. You know, put your pictures up there, but take the pictures better than none.
It's a story too. Like they got like 5 or 6 pre-made ones, but when you scroll through them and you read the same thing over and over and over again, it's like, yeah, that's what it is. That's really what it is. I'm trying to change that. I'll get to that. I really hard trying to. But reports. Reports you can print out. There's pretty much anybody that you can print out team list, individual list. A lot of times your event chair, but like, hey, I need how many survivors I got. When you get the individual list, you can actually it's Excel sheet. You can hit their filter, survivor, caregiver, whatever, and you say, okay, you got 50, and then you count the numbers. You can get donation things. Say like if you do an online challenge, raise so much certain date, you can go run a report that says online offline donations filter by date. And go, okay, so during this chunk, this much was raised. Just make their full reports. There's HIPAA information, the Privacy Act. I have no clue what HIPAA Act stands for. All over these forms. So if you run them, don't print them out. Don't leave them around. Dispose of them in a shredder. It's got phone numbers, email addresses, their cancer diagnosis. People don't want that out there. So if you use them, treat them as such. You really shouldn't really be doing them. It's according to her.
That would be the only thing that I would give you all the stuff that the survivor need, and you make that. So I wouldn't even necessarily look at that. But if somebody's asking you how many survivors do you have registered, you can easily.
How many teams? How many participants? It just makes it easier because it's itself. It's filtered. If you really shouldn't, is don't mess with it too much because if you even see that information, you're kind of violating it. Even though they said, hey, ACS can see my stuff, you're volunteering. Jeez. Really shouldn't mess with that, but if you have to, it's there. That's part of that.
What is OLER? What's OLER for OLER?
I don't know. They're all pre-made. You cannot create them. And once you go to if you go to rerun, it'll have like change. I guess as a group, the criteria you really can't edit. And I was not edit. You can't. I even tried at one point saying, I don't want this window. It doesn't really work. You just run the board for it. use Excel to whittle through what you need. And they're all, so they're all pretty much look for the heading and say, hey, that might be what I want. Yeah, and then she'll email me and say, give me support. But anyone want to take a break or keep going? I want to take me out. The fun part of that website. Emails. Yeah, you know that. Emails use a system called Convio. It's the same, it's based off the same as that website. And errors even more though. Yeah. Time to send out, which I don't know if I'm there. Something. It's just called Convio. You ever hear someone say using Convio? It's the email system. I don't know how to say it. Okay, back to the main site. The event management center. It's gonna have a link at the top. It says event emails. So if you want to send an email, click the event email. Okay. This should be in bold because event chairs and people leads and everybody else don't like using this. They don't want to get trained on it. They don't want to use it, period. Should be the only email system used to send out emails to teams or participants. The people lead is going to that email that says, hey, team is created. They love that because they'll take their email address, add it to their contact list. And they'll keep their own contact list. And they'll send out everything from theirs. They don't even want to get trained on it. There's no people leads in here. They don't want to know. They don't want to know. I've actually. Yeah, everyone does. And you can tell.
At our committee meeting, they said they had their own list because she doesn't like to use.
You can harp on them all day long. They're not going to listen. They will not change. And the only reason is because it's like the website just showed you. It's the exact same premise. And I even told people, hey, before you send my people, like, hey, send me the email you want to send, and I will cut and paste it straight over there. My event chair does start doing that, which is awesome. But our people lead still doesn't. She still sends about herself. I still get emails.
Stop emailing me, because if somebody has removed themselves from the list, they'll still get it if they were on somebody else's original.
The Convio email list is always up to date. Always. If they create a team, that team email address goes there. Their individual email address goes there. They delete it at the bottom of every email. Says if you don't like getting this, hit unsubscribe. If you unsubscribe, it's gone off this list. If you're the personal address, your personal contact list, they're still on it. I've actually had a participant, I don't know why they got to come through Relay, whatever, they don't do Relay no more. Usually at the beginning of the year, I'll send out emails from last year. Hey, please sign up, blah, blah. Got a nasty email. I do not want to do this, for whatever reason, please take me off your list. So I wrote them back, please click the unsubscribe button below, and then I went to the back door and made sure it was gone. He gets an email 2 days later. Another nasty gram. The people who comes in, can you please remove the list? I'm like, I already did. Why didn't you? She shouldn't have had her own list. She would have been gone.
So Convio is used to send out emails.
Yes.
As far as for people to send to me, like, hey, I need this post, that they would use the Gmail account.
Use whatever account you put in.
All right, so
And
Convio is like an email blast.
Yes. And actually, when I get into it, you'll put in whatever email address you want the response to go. Like when they get the email address, they say, hey, respond. They just hit reply. It'll go to whatever you put in, which will be your personal address. Like I said, it should be. I've never got a people lead to actually just use Convio or use Convio at all. It's easy if they don't want to learn it. Just tell them straight out. Do not send emails to teams or people. Send it to you. You can individualize. If you only want team captains to get to it, when you get to the sending part, you can say just team captains.
But it's not because you get all the participants. What happens is the people leads normally have to see captains. But if you're trying to send out the generic email to say, hey, come to our give back night at like the one we're having on the 15th, I'm hoping that they'll send out an email that says come to our on the 15th of for free. But you don't want to just do it.
Yeah.
That's right. You don't want to just do it to you have to be like everybody.
It's also a way to reach participants from the previous year, because even though they may not actually be participating this year's relay, that doesn't mean they won't come to a fundraiser that you're having.
Anyway, sorry about that, Travis.
I was going sorry if it was. But yeah, so encourage them not to cut and paste if you have to. You know, send it to me first, and I'll make it up, send it out that way. Also track stats. Like you can actually send it. You can go back in and it'll actually tell you. It's kind of creepy when you get the backside. It'll tell you how many people actually open that email. It'll tell you, did they actually open it for more than 5 seconds? Did they click a link on in the email? It like details it. So how much they're tracking in your email
here's my note of the bank, a wrap-up email that I just sent out, and so on, this is my PFPs that says, we actually sent 200 of them. I didn't want to take how many of them actually opened it, because
It's usually low.
But that's how many emails were sent with, that I used through the system. And so when my sponsors look at that, that's their ROI. So when they get their packet, it actually has how many were actually sent out with their, by the way, here's our beautiful logos for St. Joe and for our bigger companies.
Okay, once you click event emails, it's going to take you to the sub menu. If you want to send an email, you have to put the edit coaching emails to send anything out. If you want to send a new message out. The next link down is the edit autoresponders. That's the ones we were talking about earlier, that if every time you receive a level, it's going to send an email to the team saying, hey, congratulations, you can customize. They're already in there, they're preset, they're going to set up their exact time, but if you want to customize or want to your event specific, you can go in there and edit the letters. If not, if you leave it alone, it's going to get, they're still going to get the email. Like there's one I know, I think for a while, and I haven't got back to you about that. Like the welcome letters, like the team created is in that one. Like if you want to, if your event chair wants to go home personal, like thank you for joining Relay, you can go and edit the welcome email, and that'll auto send every time instead of the generic one they have. A lot of them do, but they'll do it from their personal account.
Right, or like when we get the email that says a new team has been formed, what will happen is that, you know, who you set up, which you talked about earlier on, who's going to receive those, the event chair and the people lead. It's usually me, the event chair, the people lead, and the online chair are the ones who get those initial emails. And so then you need to select who's going to be the one to send them those. It's not because you know it's another staff, but if it's the people lead or if it's like last year Joe did for Fulton, he sent every single one in a personal email. Thank you so much, and he sent it from the Fulton Beach Gmail account that we had set up. And so they really felt that it was a personal. And he said, "I'm so glad you come and say hi to me at the next team party, which by the way is this day, you know, this time." And so that's what makes it. I think when I get that email, rather than
And he sent that individually. Every time he click on, you probably cut and paste from somewhere. If he went into this, it actually has some place markers. Like it'll say, you know, thank you for joining the team, and it's going to blank, and it'll auto put in the team name. And you can actually even do auto say, okay, our date is, and it'll auto put the date. You know.
I don't think we do.
I know. Yeah. I've never used it, but they say it's there. I'm using it this year.
Will this work for?
I don't know how sponsors sign up as sponsors. I don't, because there's also an email list that says email sponsors, and I don't know how they get on that list. I know when you create a team, you can say, I am a sponsor, but a lot of sponsors don't have teams. So that's her.
No, the sponsors don't get sent an auto.
Okay, well, if you hit edit coaching email, it's going to give you a list. Those are all the emails you put in the system. There's a lot of emails. You can actually search like nationwide. Like if you just want to, hey, I'm going to do an email out about this. You can search keywords, and it's going to help, you know, any keyword that some other event's done. You can click view them. You can edit them. You say to make it specific to ours. Your emails that you sent will also be in the list. But you're going to click on create new email, which is on highlighted. Yeah. Nope, never do. Next screen is going to have the, input the name of your email. It's not going. That's not your subject. Like with the stick of fork and chance you brought up, I just wrote fork. You know, it's something that's going to be on that list that you're going to know that's not actually going to go out to anybody. It's just something to name your email. At the bottom, there's duplicate expression on that. That blocks all your duplicates. Like say this person's registered the same email 5 times for some reason. They're only going to get it once. Because people's most complaints spam. They consider it spam. Like I get 1,000 emails a day. They hate it. I try not to send out 2 emails on my events. Like they'll get an email maybe once, twice a month. You know, and then you got Florida Relay sending out stuff like crazy. Someone out the other day went through my spam. I found it last night. ACS can send stuff out. Then you get big ACS send stuff out. So they get ACS emails all the time. So I try not to do too many.
And they can use a towel when they're local.
Yeah.
But Cheryl, here's like this is a question, because I've had this a lot actually from volunteers, and they're like, they want to like be removed from the list, but then they're not getting ever all of them.
If they remove from your list, they have to.
They're still on everybody else's.
I think there still should be a opt-out on the other one.
never hit the link, so I don't know. I just didn't mistake.
So under description, you would say like north of the bakery, or
No, because that's only going to appear in your event. So
Like, for mine, I just wrote wrap, because I knew that that's the one I'm working on.
type wrap up fundraiser for whatever. It's just something for you to know what that email. But and also if you actually have your people lead or something else that's doing it, just name it something because there's an approval process in here too. So you can go back in later and say, hey, check this email out, make sure it's right. Like she had me resize the images. It's all done in there. I just had to go click edit and it pops up the exact same thing. Then next screen of your Nix, that's when you get all the. This is your subjects and your top line is the sender name. That's what's going to appear. It says from. You do get a relay for life of whatever you are. If you're sending it as the people lead, you could do like people lead. You know, it's the subject or what's going to show us who it's from. So usually, like you can tell when it's local or not because it'll say relay for life from North of that. It's just going to show up as the sender's name. The next one.
I want to put in Chelsea Ellis.
Yeah. Okay. You can put whatever you want. Next one, the sender email address. Do not change that. It's online support service at cancer.org or something. I forget what it actually is. Before, you would set that as your org box, your Gmail account, whatever you set up for your event. What happened is got a lot of spams going out from Yahoo or Gmail, whatever else. So I know you used to have a warning at the top for Yahoo. They took it away because they added up. You didn't have that option. It would send whatever you wrote the email address is from, you would input that. So you'd say, like, my nice spells at Yahoo. I put nvrelay at yahoo.com. I put that in that box. So then when it went to send the email out, Yahoo would say, hey, this person is trying to claim it's coming from us, but it's not coming from us. So they mark or spam when it go out. So they changed it. Now it comes from that cancer. The people that receive the email have no clue, but if you change that, the servers are going to say, hey, this is not. You're saying it's from us, but it's not. And they're going to assume you're spamming or something else, and they're going to block you. And that's just certain servers. I know Yahoo was specifically, it used to be a warning. So just leave that alone. The next one's reply to email address. That's it. Once they get the email, they hit reply. It's going to go whatever address you put in there. That will be your relay event box. Or, you know, if the chair wants hers or the people lead, that's where reply will go to that one. Next, the email subject. That's what you want an email called. Whatever you want the subject line to be. There's a personalization Dropbox under it. You can add a first and last name, just last name. Put a comma after it. You say, hey, Travis, please come to us, whatever else. You know, auto, whatever's name is supposed to be in there. If you do that, it'll pop up a box that says, what if somebody doesn't have a name, which is, you can't register that name, but you got to put something. So put like relay or participant, you know, some generic catch-all. Yeah, some catch-all, but you can't register that name, so it's always going to have you. You're not going to see that. Next step, you got to pick a header. They have various holidays. They have the type of track. If they do, you know, if the big ACS does some kind of event, they usually put a header in there. That's in there, just blanks. Bar for Life here, Bar for Life has their own. Actually, Bar for Life only has two options. Two different Bar for Life ones. Yeah. You can't edit them. You can't add them, I found out, because I wanted to add one for a local event we were doing. And they're like, nope, you cannot touch these. You have to go through like ACS corporate to get these changed.
But there's a generic.
Yeah, there's generic little fluffy signs. The type of track. So they got 4th of July, St. Patty's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. And it's, yeah, and they come and go. You click it, oh, look, that's a new one. There's the bottom left-hand corner of that box is blank. And it'll have a white box. Like if you want to make your own header, it's at 600 pixels, make it, put it at the top of your email when you're typing it out, you got a header. She messed up with that.
You could put like, if you had a picture of, you know, whatever he was doing, like Ruby Tuesday's impact or whatever, and he would put Ruby Tuesday's logo across the top. You would take it and put it in there.
You just have to add it as a picture at the top of your page. And have, like we did one, Dawn Trelinick doing her shirts, quilts. I made a header, just had a picture, you know, of her shirts, and that was the top. But you have to pick that one, or you'll have a picture in a picture.
when we're advertising for, say, our next team meeting or whatever, we could put a picture of our previous team meeting or.
If you want.
It's a header, so you kind of like how small.
Letters. Or
Yeah. You can do that. So usually I'll pick, you know, the nearest holiday. You know, if it's a July meeting, I'll pick Independence Day one, Father's Day. Yeah. The thing is, you'll have to put that every time. Like, it will not show up in this list. Like, you'll have to add the picture every time.
So But it's just like a library.
Yeah, it's next after that, the same the type of email. It's the exact same.
You can't copy and paste.
You can. It just doesn't work in the next one.
But, okay, back to picture. Do I have to upload that picture through?
Yep.
Then.
Yep. Anything you want email or website has to be uploaded.
Once again, the biggest thing I found is before you go to create your email, make sure you've got any images you want already uploaded, and make sure you've already got your email pre-written so you know what you want to write, because otherwise you don't say it every so often. They'll lose out.
You're going back to that, actually, they find it. Back to the website editing, you can actually see up top, upload an image, upload new document, top right hand corner. So when you're doing a website, you can do that. But come warn you, when you click that, it's going to take you to that page. Everything you type is gone.
Yeah, I do.
You can open it. You can open a new tab wherever you want, but you click that link, you're going to that site, and everything you just type is gone. So you can upload it while you're typing. Oh crap! I forgot to upload that. Open a new tab, open a new window, something. But if you click that link, it's taking you to that page. Yeah, it's about a minute behind, 30 seconds, something like that. Okay. So for emails, it's the same. It's the same exact input as the website. So I'd recommend again table 600 pixels centered on your email because it's going to center with the headline. Because you can go bigger. You'll have your headline over here and your email going over there. And it looks really awkward. There's a preview button in the bottom. You can hit preview. It'll pop up a new window. I'll show you what it looks like.
That's what I did. Didn't do it in the tables the last one that I sent out. And he went back in to fix a couple of them. He put the tables in because it was like stretching and he put it out.
And with it, if you want, no, it'll just mess. It'll just look all weird. It'll push stuff around.
So if you put a long email, that's when you get like.
So usually, it's that I'll put a 600 pixel box. You know, have the header up there, up here. Take the letter. Like she had sponsors there, so I put 2 columns. I wanted 2 columns. There's the box. I didn't really go over it. But like the first part of the table, you know, is the letter. So if you can merge, there's a button at the top. Can't even see it. It's right before format on there. You can merge, but you can merge it. It's going to be columns, rows. Pick how many you want. Like if you want 2 columns into one, you put a 2 into column. Yeah. So you merge them together. Take your email,
So like he did,
and then
on this one, he did the 2 columns here.
I combined them. But like these 2, those are in 2 different boxes. And that's, he said, besides the image, that's a 300 pixel image. That's 300 pixel. Like that. So it's 600 pixel thing. So you get half and half. And then I went back, merged the whole box together.
So before it was like all here.
That Gulfarium logo is like this one.
So it's pretty big. It still is pretty
But in there, the things that you have to just keep.
It's better to shrink it down.
Yeah, yeah. So when you do the resizing, do it on the site.
Well, so that means they can use it for multiple.
Yeah, it's clear. You know, you can print it out as a banner and probably still. But as Word has. But as Word it's got the the justification right, left, the bold, italics. It's Microsoft Word. But again, save a lot because who knows this is going to stay. You can embed, same as a website. Actually, no, you can't. Like use the cut and paste. You can. It don't work sometimes. And like it literally, you'll hit paste and it just won't show up anything. It just like.
I had no problem.
There, I said sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't work, there's you can't really see it here. There's 2 buttons.
I use the same generic format for all of
Now, if you see the spell check, the ADC one, the 2 buttons to the right of that, if you're on your screen, it's a folder with a T and a W. That's paste. If it don't work, click on that. One's paste normal, one's paste from Word. Like if you go from Word and paste from Word, it's gonna pop a new box. Paste one word in there. Sometimes it works, a lot of times it don't.
Who will have access to email from you?
You, whoever takes online training.
me, you, whoever we give access.
I was wondering if Casey is gonna have.
She
Your,
doesn't want it.
your event lead
She
should,
could, but she doesn't. Trust me when I tell you she doesn't.
Your event lead should, your people lead should, but you should be the communications point. Like I said, if you,
Right
people
now,
want
the
to,
diary, we have one other person.
but you know, like I said, your people lead's always going to want to get information out. Your event lead's going to accept it. Sign it down. You have them forward it to you. You cut and paste that. So you don't want those personal lists. If you're doing your own stuff, like sending to your committee, you can have your own list. But if you're doing event wide, yeah, your event wide stuff should always go through there. So if you get big ACS, like seeing that, they'll see every email we sent. They get all our stats. Like, hey, Relay for Life or whatever sent out 1 million emails last year.
I get a month or a 5-weekly report that tells me how many emails are sent out for mine. And so we get, so across the state, they're like, oh, look at the stuff that I'm doing a great job.
And actually in the report,
It's all about me, but I told you that.
because I use her access. I don't have my own. And you can actually in the reports, you can actually track your participants' emails. You can say, your talent, hey, send out 10 emails. You can actually see how many emails each person has sent. You can't get as many stats as from ours, but you can say, hey, he sent out 10 emails.
When we sent in for the award for the online award, that's what we had to show them. We had to actually show the stats of what we were doing through our Facebook hits and through our Twitter, we did do by chat, and then through our,
I didn't do Twitter all that year.
but that's what they specifically asked me for.
Okay, after we're done with that, you can say there's a preview button. You can hit the bottom. You can pop up, see what it looks like. Hit next, it's going to convert to plain text. So whoever still has old phones or plain text, all you have to do is the blue button at the top is convert to plain text. It'll convert whatever you typed into that box. It'll show. If you use pictures, it's going to show up the picture name. Like whatever you, this actually, so I lied way back then. Whatever you named that picture as is going to show up in the plain text.
And that's actually what I fixed, is I go in.
And you can edit it, yeah. You can edit the whole entire thing if you want to do plain text, or you can just convert. You can just edit in that box.
So remember, your email was predominantly, hey, you got this big fundraiser.
And there's a lot in it, a lot.
And you just inserted a picture of a flyer.
That's their actual name, like Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah.
Then the flyer is gonna go away in the plain.
I've never-
You're gonna have all the information that's on the flyer.
I've never really messed with it. I've never had any complaints about it. I don't know if you still use plain text email.
And then also too, what you'll see in there, Chelsea, is that if you had it set, like if it's pre-populating something, like if you're copying from another email and it has like your event name pre-populating them, or at the bottom, it has the event. That will
Totally.
show, so you can go in and actually basically type this in. So like I'll just say from your North Committee, and then email us here, because you want it, I always look at that, because there are some people that get it.
I've never had complaints. Okay.
But I look, I just text. You don't have to complain because
Hey. No, you don't, because I set them out with approval. I'll tell you how to bypass approval in a minute. Okay, you hit next. It's going to have approval. You put in whatever email addresses you want, either your community manager or your event chair, whoever wants to see the email before you send it out. Yourself. So it'll send an email that says test email, I think it says before, and have, and say, it'll send it to you, whatever email address, to your box. So you get that, just make sure, hey, all my formatting is right, everything looks right. Yeah. Then you hit send test.
And I would prefer that you send me a copy too, just so I know.
Oh, don't worry.
You'll hit, here you go. After that, it usually sends out within like 2 or 3 minutes. It's like your spam folder, because it says test from, so some of the emails will hit it and say that's spam. Next step, if you have approval, you can finish there. If you don't hit that approve button, it's not approved. You can just hit finish and it'll stay in that list as earlier. It'll just stay there and it'll say not approved. On the bottom of it, it'll just say not approved. So until your event chair gets back to your people, whoever it gets back, says, hey, that's good to go. You can leave it set in there, you're done.
And that's exactly what I did for my phone. In here, this is what it's called, go in and modify the changes that I asked for, and then you can send it out, or if a couple of times I said I want to repeat it, and have to be done, and then also.
And you can send it as many tests you want. You go back and edit, send it again. It's after you do that, though, it's going to be up here in the main screen. We had a list. It's usually at the top, and then you're going to have, it's going to copy, preview, edit, all that. Until that approval, and so and once it's approved and you're done, you have to go back and edit, and it should take you right back to the approval screen. Hit that approval button, it's going to say approved, and hit finish, you're done. Until you want to send it. Now we can do that. She said after it's been approved, like I said, you can't really see her here. It's gonna have, it's gonna schedule it, but it's not tentative, and it's approved at the end. If it's approved, you can't send it. If you want, when you're at that stage that says enter email address on the side, where it's got all the options there, just click on approval and it'll take you to the approval. Because there's no set. You can approve it. Who else is looking at can approve it. There's no set of who has to approve it. Just somebody has to hit that button. Nope, that's the.
So going into your.
Once you hit-
and then hit begin.
Yeah, once you hit approve, you can't edit anymore. Your email is locked. Once you're in the main screen again, you can go back to edit, and it's going to say, "Hey, bring back the draft." And you don't have to start over again, but it just drops it back to draft. You get the approval again. You send at the very bottom. Okay, it's the list you can't really read. It's return to draft is the one. So is how you back edit it again. But this begin delivery. It's going to ask you who you want to send it to. Is that a current event? Whoever participated then, the previous event. I don't know if that even works since they reload the websites every year. I don't know if it has previous. But it includes the audience, the email audience. Yeah, I don't know if it is it still listed in there.
Yeah, it usually goes to the year before, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's loaded since they reset the website every year.
I think it is. I think they keep it.
Okay.
We just can't get to the meeting. But my problem was I wanted multiples and you don't do them.
Yeah. At this one, you gotta pick one that you want. If you want to send to you, if you want to send to your event, event now, this year's event, you gotta take current. If you want to send it to this year and last year, you're gonna have to go through this whole process, go back and restart, and hit previous.
It used to be able to say it.
Well, previous event.
That's
Yeah.
what we should have done.
Yes, you're right. It doesn't always happen. Next,
And that's how people can get double is if we click them both ways. Because it doesn't.
yeah, but that duplicate suppression will notice. It'll say, hey, this person's already received an email from you labeled this, and it'll knock it out. It won't get twice. But if you hit yes on that button, though, we'll get it 1,000 times. Yeah. And if you're registered in multiple events, you can't block that. It will not locate you across the events. If you get Emerald Coast, Niceville, Fort Ball, and they're all doing this giant stick of pork and cancer, I got an email like 5 times. Because it's not going to go across the events to see if you got it. Even though it's the same exact title, same exact email, it's not going to know it's the same because it's a different event. Next screen is your contacts list that are built in. You hit add all because Relay divides them up and down. I don't even know how. You can't edit them. It said this placeholder 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have to put placeholder 1, 2, 3, and 4. But if you want to send it to everybody, hit add all. Nope, don't have a clue. But it's got like it whittles down like it's like person registered by cash, person registered by check, and that's how it divides them down. That's what you can read it when you're in there. Just hit add all up. Yeah, I think some sponsors are in there, donors. They say, hey, whittle them all down, but if you want to get everybody, just add off. And a lot of like the sponsors and stuff, they want to see these emails. If you don't want to exclude them. So next one is again the previous event filter. And you can whittle it down like they are registered this year, but they weren't last year. I want to send that to people that registered last year, but not this year. I want to send it to just people that don't have a team yet, but are registered, or people are just on a team. You can individualize it all down. You can use at the bottom the date range, they never got to work. You can say, I only want this sent out to people that register between this date and this date.
So if you're just trying to get the new team members, they have already heard about the stuff in previous emails, so that you could do it like that.
Yeah, you just hit all. Just keep going.
You can, but you can see that if you really were, you could make that.
So this is all like that, how much you want to put into it. Next one, team membership filter. Like I said, this is where you can say, okay, I want to send it out to every individual, or I just want to send it to team captains. Okay, you can do this. Everybody, team members, just team captains, or just a company coordinator, I guess. All right, that's what.
They have bigger like Delta and some teams and stuff that they have to come to coordinate.
Question. That list, individual team captains, is that on the Zoom already?
Yeah.
You'll not see it.
So, I mean, you can't, it automatically, when they register a team, it automatically adds it to that list?
Yes.
So you don't actually have to go in and that come in
That's what I was saying with the email. That should be the only system because it's auto updates everything. So if you want some just with team cap, just click team cap. You can click all those checkboxes. You can click every single one if you want to go to everybody.
That's good. That's a long time.
Okay, at this, do I get on here? Yep, no. This is your last screen. It's just going to be all your stats. What you pay to say. It's longer. And yeah, it's usually fast. I've had sometimes take a couple hours though. I don't know why. If you want to send out later, on the left-hand side, stop here. It's a schedule. It's going to pop up pretty basic calendar and time. Times are local, I believe. Yeah, these times are local. Heard they say study is best if you want email read, set it around 9. People get to work at 8. They finally sit down, have their coffee, check their email at 9. But it's up to you. You know your people when you say whatever you want to say.
And they say it's normally Tuesday through
Yeah, it's the day of the week.
rather than the weekends, especially for the other side, they don't get lost. So, like, I know a lot of times, like travel do like 2 a.m. in the morning, notice it better than
Yeah.
Or you want to get stuff done early, for it to, because like you happen to have a thing done like for you, so you may have a weekend that you're able to get some stuff done that you know will need to be done in 2 weeks. You could do that. Do you know how far in advance you do it?
I don't think there's a limit on that.
Yeah, I think you
Because her bar for, like, she had a bar for life event and she sent me free vacations 2-3 weeks ago. She said, hey, I want this sent out on the 29th. I don't know why she 29th, but whatever. She's like, on the 29th. I did all events like a month and a half ago. And I forgot I did it. So I was reading her email and she's like, I wonder if I did that. I can't remember. Because the email string, it'll say scheduled and that status bar. I'm like, okay, yeah, I got it ready to go. But if you want it,
Yeah, in the morning.
but it's up to you. You know your people, and if you don't, I know I go sit behind the desk. Maybe you want it at 5 o'clock at night when they get home.
When you think about like in the morning, when you first wake up and you read your phone, you have like stuff from like Old Navy and Kirkland
Yep.
that came out like 2 a.m. in the morning.
Delete it all.
Like right person where I'm like delete.
And you don't want your email sitting in that bank. You want it, get it a little
no.
later. So at the bottom, after you hit the time, it's going to say set scheduled time. Yep. After it's been sent, back at the main screen for the emails, it's going to have delivery list. Everything you've sent is under there. I was saying earlier, you can get insane stats from your emails. Like, I don't even know what email I clicked here, but it had 778 people originally in that list. There's 3 that were duplicates and 151 people so they don't receive email. So out of 770, I just said 624 received that email. At the top, you can see, that's how many people open it, 160%. And actually, I'll tell you, if the person opened it, if they clicked the link, if they forwarded it to somebody, if that forwarded person opened the link. Yeah. They say when you look at it, it's like they're.
So tell them what percent we want 100%.
Yeah.
What's a good percent?
I think the highest I've ever seen is like 20%.
Yeah.
You don't get high stats.
We had one for one of our nice FWB ones that was a little bit higher. But so don't, like, if you go in and check this, like the first time I did, I'm like, oh no. But that's why I said 600% now, or 200%.
Yeah, so 700% of there.
Like if you have like 15%, don't go back.
Yeah. Like I said, that was 624 sent out. Only 116 people opened it. Yeah.
So what's a hard bounce and a soft bounce?
That's like block spam programs. Sometimes it's not even their spam program doing it. It's, Gmail has their own filter. Like somebody else has reported this email address enough times where Gmail just says, screw it, I'm not saying that stuff anymore.
So that gets back to one of the things that, despite the fact that how many emails you send can be online person, there are people on the team that don't because they don't read their email.
And sometimes it goes spam. The new Gmail's got those little tabs. I think mine might relay stuff to those promotions. I'm like, I never checked that tab. So actually, there's a Florida relay sent out yesterday before. I didn't know existed. I'm like, oh, look, I can relay email my promotions. And they're doing a online challenge this week.
But I mean, that's why you send out the email. You still put it on Facebook and you still send out flyers.
A lot of times, you just send out emails just in case, because like I said, people read Facebook more. Take your email and copy. Yeah. Yeah, I want to share that. But when you send out, it'll come back up. Get back to the right one.
The marketing person. Yeah, no, marketing person.
Yep. But when you,
So that is completely different.
I've worked with.
But yes, Fort Beach was done by marketing and, they do it.
Because honestly, relay mail, we just focus in my bills.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Which helps which helps the both.
That's not getting the coach.
Well,
Well,
The flyer,
mail.
the mail flyer.
yeah, because that's,
Now-
if that's made here or if it's made locally from the business office.
Yeah, they will. So they can say like 50-60.
I try to pull them and I don't always.
And they're still on Facebook. That's a follower on Facebook.
With the,
Yeah.
with the emails, once you send the emails out, what I've been doing lately is, I think this, again, it's up to you if you want to do it or not. Usually cut and paste the whole email. Go create a subpage or whatever, to a web page, and just title like email dated whatever, and then just paste everything in that. And then you can set a link on Facebook. Hey, do you see this email? And then click the link, and it'll take you to the exact email on your website. That's up to you. That's just another thing to get the word out, because so that people don't read more have to read their Facebook feed than their email.
You just copy the link.
Copy the whole, just take the email and copy the whole email, the words, everything, and just paste it into a web page. You'd have to create it. I mean, they have a scrolling one, like just every email's add to it.
What we did last year, which was a really popular one, was, once the season starts, we're gonna introduce our event lead. And so what we did last year was, they made they did a piece on Facebook, and then we're gonna send out an email to you. So, hey, website 5, here's your new event lead, here you a bio. And so, and he then reposted it to Facebook again, so that it got up, so that they moved it back in last year. But that thing was with them, and so they can have it, it's rolling back and forth between the two, so that they're engaged in those ways.
And that goes back, like, I could have posted that complete on Facebook. Say, hey, welcome to Facebook. But I made a page that says, has this picture, bio, and I said, from Facebook, I said, meet our new share. Click here, it takes you to the ACS website. And then when I go to email, I can say, put that link in email instead of linking to Facebook.
So I would, so copy it into the web page, then send it through Facebook by sharing the link.
Yeah, you can share the link then. It's like, hey, did you catch this email? Like, no, click here, and you got the email on the web because you can't view the email on
And
the
then
web.
if they're not registered to a team, because they're just following you on Facebook, then they would register to a team.
Okay,
They would
that's-
ask to register.
Yeah, that link will be on the other, that link's gonna be in the header, join. Because you're back on the website. Fundraisers, so these are just tips and tricks that I've used through there. Keep your Relay for Life website updated. Again, not everybody's on Facebook. You can have the events all day long if you're not putting on a website. A lot of people aren't gonna see. Also, like I said, with Facebook though, make it an actual event. Go on your site and make it an event. Then people scroll and take it, like you go to your Facebook and go, events, what do I do this weekend? Oh, look, somebody started a fundraiser. It's there. I usually set reminders when a team will come say, hey, I'm having this fundraiser, I'm doing a yard sale next month. I go into Facebook, make that event, put all the details and stuff. And then you can schedule posts, which I'm gonna get in here. You can schedule up to 6 months in advance on Facebook. You got 6 months, the unlimited amount of posts just have to be in that 6-month time frame. And I'll post when I make the event, say, hey, team so-and-so is having a garage sale on this date. You know, and then I'll link to the event.
And he puts a cute picture.
Yeah, usually I'll find a picture just for the event link or something.
And sends you graphics or whatnot.
And then type another one, maybe change it a little bit. You can use the same thing, whatever. And then schedule that post next week. And then schedule another one for the week after that. And do this all at the same time. Like sit down and create events, create like 3 or 4 reminders. Usually I do once a week for the event and maybe 2-3 days before the event and then 1 day of the event. But you can do that all within 10 minutes, all at the same time. Just schedule for this week, this week, this week. And then you forget about it. You don't have to remember that event at all.
And then what does that do for that team? That team sees it and that team says, wow, the event really cares about me. They're really promoting my event. They're gonna, you know, in case somebody can't be out there for their team for whatever reason, at least I know that you did everything you could to promote their event.
And if you were the scheduling, if you do all the time you get it, you don't have to remember it because I forget all the time. Like, hey, why did you put my event there? Why did you mind? And you'll get emails still. You'll get email from the event chairs, messages over, say, hey, can you promote this event? I'm like, it's scheduled for tomorrow. You know, it's going on already. Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah.
If you have teams that have Facebook sites, become friends with them. You can set alerts. Say, hey, every time they post, you'll get all it'll pop in your little things. Because yeah, a lot of time, City of Niceville, they're a $20,000 plus team. They would never tell me the fundraising. I'd be scrolling through City. I'd be scrolling through there, you know, because I'm in Niceville, so I'm friends with it. I'm like, oh look, they're having this sale. They send this sale. I'd share it on our site because they just don't want you.
Yeah, and then I got a text that actually it was at our conference in December that they had this big Christmas tree thing, and they said somebody sent me a picture just because they were a friend of mine. They were, oh, dude, I saw it. I got a fundraiser over this, and I was like, really, do you know anything about this? Or, and so then of course we immediately wanted to get the word out there because it's a way for us to raise more money. So it's just, and then you start teaching people in your community, start sending you that kind of info, and then you can make it again. It's as much as you want to do with it, or as little. We've had lots of those.
It is a big thing to get your teams to say, tell us about your fundraising.
And that's even sometimes they will. There's a fundraising chair, which I still don't even sure what does. Sometimes they'll tell the fundraising chair, or they'll tell the people chair, and it just doesn't get back to you. Because the online chair, it's like all encompassing. You know, your job is very broad, and you have to dabble in everybody's business. You touch everybody, and a lot of people won't think, hey, I should probably tell him this. He needs to work out because you're the voice of Relay. You know, you're Relay.
Which is why Chelsea, you are on the executive committee, not in the line, because when you're lost in that line under the experience lead, you're never going to get any information. That is why we.
And being up there, you're a fly on the wall. You just listen. It's like, okay, this is this, you know. And then get your chair because a lot of stuff. I know Beth, a lot of stuff she put in the subject of her email. Travis, do not broadcast. Like it'd be in the email header. Because you got to learn what you can and cannot say, what she wants out, what she doesn't want out. But a lot of times, they'll keep it within committee. It's like, why don't you let that out? You know, and it's up to us to say, hey, you got this going on. I got like luminary. Like we did in Niceville, we only did full committee meetings. I think we did 2 last year. We did the ELT meetings and the committees network committee. That's done. But every so often, she'd do the full, and she'll okay, now first got things. And I just float around table, list and stuff. I found out like luminary chair, luminary people, Survivor tent needs little tea light cans. I just said this. Like, yeah, we need donations. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me that? All right. Next day, we need donations tea light candles. They're Dollar Tree. Oh, yeah. I'm like, why didn't you let me know that? I have 500 people that could have donated for you all season.
And that would have gone out for that Columbia.
I'd probably, if I had another email going out, I'd add that into an email.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah. Facebook, I pull Facebook up. I try not to send out a lot of emails just because of somebody reads them.
Yeah.
But there's little things like that. It's like they don't even think, hey, I could have done it this way. But that's why we're stuck in ELT and they're flying the wall.
And then you think, because like say on this primary chair, well, I went to our Facebook page and I posted on there, hey, I need to like candles. But if the online chair does not share that comment or do it for them, then it's only going to go to the people who are Facebook. They only see it on Facebook.
Well, because I'm on my page right now, I'm looking over on the side, but I see like stick a fork and cancer, like all the big stuff. If you look on my side, the visitors post like other readers saying, hey, I'm looking for a shirt, or whereas if I could have posted, it would have been more.
Yeah, you'd have to share that.
Right. It would have been a bigger thing, not just a, oh, hey, someone posted something.
Yeah, so sometimes you can share them, other times you just have to just put it over.
Like Beth Williams did like a sponsor team, like for fundraiser 31, where it's just on this little
Yep.
teeny tiny side.
But you didn't see it unless you were friends with them.
Yeah.
Right.
And then on the fee, it says that if you're a mentor, you can post to the site. The only time the person's gonna see
See that is if you're friends with the person making the post and on page, unless you click on that little tiny box.
And
Go to
then
that.
you can look too to see if you have administrative rights. And I will speak to honest with you, Travis,
People
I
fight
have
over
rights for all of mine,
I have-
because a lot of time I'll send it in and then just say.
Yeah.
And they don't even have to be administrative, they could be the next one down.
Editor. Keep control of that. Like,
Don't give it to everybody.
I think
I'll
that's
actually-
on here, I think, myself and
I'll have Facebook here in a minute. So I'll go over that. Hey, you're fine.
there's a four of us.
But I said to the train.
This doesn't even count as the training, just so you know.
You don't have a packet, you're not here.
It doesn't count anyway, you got mine.
So then
With the fundraisers, I use this form. This is actually good. I was going back to Google. This is Google form. You go to Drive and you hit Make Form, and it gives you all these boxes. You want a check box, a blank box, whatever else. I use this, and it's I don't think I went to use that. It's self-explanatory once you're on Google Drive. It's hit New, hit Form, and like that on this. Because I'm doing multiple events and I didn't want to create multiple pages. I got a check box at the top. Which event is this for? Nice little Fort Walton or blank. In case it's somebody else. Then, what's your team name? What's the fundraising title? Give me a brief description of it. Is it a website? Date, time? As soon as they hit the submit form on it, and so this is all, watch do it through Google, it adds it to a spreadsheet. And then the spreadsheet will automatically send you an email alert saying, hey, somebody has put a new fundraiser in. Then you just go look at it, review it, add it to your calendar, and it auto-populates everything. So basically, everything I need to do for the calendar event is on this form.
How much that different than the one, is there something that's on the actual website that you can add an image?
There's a button there's a button on the fundraiser activities site on our page on Relay Clicker. There's a button there that says submit fundraiser, something like that. All that does is open an email window.
And then just email it.
That you're just hitting an email to whatever you label.
or this is
Number for the email or whatever accounts, whatever email.
All it does is open an email. It's just mail to whatever you have your website set as an email. And then you have to type all that. This, more specific. This is the stuff I'm gonna need. If you send me an email, I have this fundraiser, I'm gonna respond to pretty much all these questions. It'll go to the spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet will alert you. It'll send you an email, whoever account's linked. And actually, you can set it to email. If you can mail your fundraising share, you can set it who it alerts. And then you have to go back in, or anybody that you give access to the calendar. This is all through Google, and then you create the event. And then they say, usually the spreadsheet is editable. It'll fill in the columns you put here, but you can add columns after that. Like I usually have, I have a Facebook column, an email column, a text column. Like depending on what I want, what level I want this to get out there, I just put X. Okay, I've done that, or change the color that I've done this. I've already done this.
So where would you post this actual form?
When I post this I have event reminders on Facebook. This form posts about once a month. I'll say, anything coming up? And I actually posted on that sponsors too. Like, hey, sponsors, do you have an event? Just like you're showing at a convention or something. Because our sponsors want to get out there too. Submit to this as a link straight to the form. This form actually is not embedded because I didn't do it for some reason. That's actual. It'll look like in Google. And then,
The website as well.
yeah, and like I was just telling her on the activities and events website that's pre-populated, it's got a button up top that it's set to send an email right now. You can click that, hit the link button where you're editing the links, and just put a link to this. So it won't open email, it'll open the form. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Because we used to just ask them just to send us their flyers, and so then if they didn't have a flyer because it was like a garage sale next door, they wouldn't send anything. And so then you send an email, and they're like, well, you asked for a flyer, I don't have a flyer, so I just did it. So then he created this and said that if they want to send a flyer, they still can. But this allows us smaller fundraisers to still get.
Yeah, so you get this alert, you go to Facebook, create the event, create reminders, edit your webpage that has all your fundraisers. Then forget about it. They have to, usually you put a line or you can type text that says, if you have a flyer, email me. Because I haven't found a way to get images uploaded reliably yet. I've used like 3 different forms in the last couple of years to get actual images. When they give you images, they're most likely in PDF files because that's the new thing. The only way you can put a PDF file on the website is to download it. So when they click on a picture, you know, say, hey, view flyer or whatever, it's going to try to download the flyer and have to go PDF. I'm like, no, you want that right there. You know, click flyer, go to this website. Yeah, it's got to be JPEG, PNG. PNGs are small. They're the best one because they're small. Because if you put a high resolution JPEG, it's going to take, you know, everyone's high speed, but it still takes longer to pop up. Yeah, there is. I have a link here at the end. I use PDF to JPG, so it's like number 2, and you upload any PDF to it, and it comes down. You download a JPEG for it. Now,
I'll be honest, I'll see what I've done, and I have taken the flyer.
Screenshot.
yep, people take a picture. Pubs. Michelle likes sending me pubs. However form, whatever program you use to make a pub, you can make a PDF in. Send me a PDF, and I convert it and do it. Try to recommend they give you picture files. A lot of them, they're not going. You're gonna get PDF, and you gotta convert it.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Either. What I'm just saying, a lot of the flyers we're posting on, what program are they making this time?
I have no clue. I don't make flyers. I'm assuming.
Sometimes they
All
have
right.
a word, sometimes they do it with PowerPoint.
Well, I found that when you convert like the word to a PDF or sorry, into a JPEG, it makes it look grainy. So
I know
Sometimes they're done in Publisher and then
a lot of
it just depends.
a lot of the converters, like I know PowerPoints. Whenever I try to make those picture with the program that I'm using, it can't convert PowerPoints. They just come out. The orders of stuff is messed up, and it's not right.
So Trav just asked me, he goes, yeah, he doesn't even respond. He'll say,
PDF, I use PDF to JPEG, and it's an online free site. They plant a tree after every 1,000 converters or something. And I've had no issues with that, and it's uses the same clarity.
PDF to JPEG.
I gotta have a link. There's a link list on the last page, and I'll send this out, and you can click on it. Some will like it too. Online donations. That's where they harp on us. They want us to do 1 or 2 now. Big online challenges a year. 1 or 2.
they're doing one now, aren't they?
Yeah, there's one starting Monday. Starts Monday. Yeah. Well, it's the 15th. That's what I was asking if it's done the 30th. Try to get good prizes. I know we offer spare points like crazy, but some teams go nuts over them. Other teams are like, I don't want more spare points. So try to get your community manager to give you little trinkets, or if your insurer goes and gets you little things. Yeah. Those little shoes that ACS can't stand out. They love those things. So.
One of the biggest ones that for Walton has had multiple success with the
Oh, yeah.
last 2
Big
years.
time.
The one that we do right before the event, the month prior to, we get a local sign company to do a banner, and donate that. And we have had, and that's all they wanted is this banner. And we have had so much success with that. As a matter of fact, one of the things that we did this year was we posted pictures of the team receiving their banner, and so they got it. And again, we're thanking the sponsor who gave it to us as an e-print donation. They're on the board, and then the team gets a banner that they put out at their event, at the event at their location. That's a win-win, and hold on, that's one win on top of it, and it just raised you three grand.
2 years ago, 2 years ago, we got $7,000 for that banner, and that was a fight. They had 2 teams going.
This year, I don't remember, we did it for a lot, this year I think it was a 2.
I don't know. But try to get them, you know, we said we have spirit points, which is, you know, just paper money, which you can give away. You know, try to do online challenges that way. You know, you can do anything, raise the most money, raise $10 today. There's just like, you can Google, you can go Relay for Life online challenges. There's a whole ton of them out there. And just figure out which one you can want to use. Like sending out emails out, you know, the challenge send 10 emails out. Like if you're trying to do a big push monetary or anything, that's not what you really want to do because there's no guarantee you're getting any from that. They got 10 emails, yay, you send out 10 emails, but who says you got anything back?
Who's going to coordinate? Who's going to say trust the way you online donation?
You. Or she'll harp on you. Or she'll harp on you. Michelle come back. Michelle come down and say, hey, why haven't you done one of these yet? Or you need to do one. And when you're online challenges, it's 100% online donations. Like only donations online. Even if you do, and you can sneak around and go, okay, you just did a garage sale, you raised $1,000 in a garage sale. Well, guess what? Put that in your account and then donate it online. It just came online sale.
Yeah, that's actually, it does come up faster when you do it that way. Anything you turn in cash at a team party or you're at the office, it takes 2 weeks to get.
And if you're an online challenge, it's still online. If it says online donation, it's online.
No, it only counts online if you go through online.
Put the credit card.
That's what I'm saying. If you just made $1,000 at a yard sale, go to my local bank, deposit $1,000, donate $1,000.
What you do is, that, have an online challenge.
I encourage that. If I have an online challenge come out, I know about, I'm like, hold on to your money. Wait a week. Because that comes back on you. Like if she wants to give you an award, or you wants to put you forward, it's like, there's on there.
Okay. But one of the things that we had really good success with before also this year was in the month of February, we did an online challenge through Facebook. And so what they did was each day they would have to do something. It's only once a week it doesn't involve money because then they won't participate. But like on the 1st of February, we did take a picture or post a picture of your team last year. So then everybody on that day would go up and post a picture. So they had an entire 24-hour period. So then on February 2nd, why do you relay? State of your team name, why you relay. And then so then at the end of that week, it was illusionary online, and then we could prove it that you sold the bag. Because if you buy a illusionary bag online, you can every $10 rather than just whatever you wanted. So that way we raised $10 for that. So then every day that the team did something, they got spirit points, or they got whatever they a lot of spirit points. So at the end of that month, we get an online spirit point at the team party, and so that each team got like 35 million spirit points or whatever. So that was something, because you want them engaged with your website, you want them engaged with your Facebook page. And so if you go back and pull our stats during the month of February for the football beach related for life, it's like ridiculous. How much viewage, how much people posting to news, not just you posting. It was really huge. And so that started the momentum like that year.
And a lot of that's also really specific too. Like, because football and beef, I don't know why, but football, and granted they have more numbers, they have a lot of online interaction. Like you post on Facebook, they'll come back at you. I got a nice little one, and yeah, random, not really so much. They're like, I know they're viewing it because I can see the viewership, but there's really no interaction. And it's not a thankless job, but your numbers are going to be low. They're typically going to be low.
And we have a lot less online, but our numbers have grown. So we're continuing to each year moving towards that way. But we're in a rural community, we don't have many people online.
It would be a great way to get your student, not students, like younger population involved.
100%.
Yeah. With online fundraisers, as part of that form that I showed back, if 100% of your donations are going to Relay, like I'm selling this cookbook for $10, that $10 is going straight to, all of that money is going to Relay. Then they can do online donations. If they're doing like a restaurant and that restaurant's going to give you 90% of the money, but they're taking 10%, you can't, because once the money's at ACS, it's at ACS. It's all gone. So the team comes up and says, hey, yeah, I'm like, on Etsy or whatever saying, and then all of it's going, tell them they can get online sales. Like, because a lot of people are like, oh, I have no cash, I have no this. Like, well, you know what? You can go to the website right now, donate me $10. Show me you go donate $10. Here's whatever you want. If all of it is going toward, if you have to break it up in any way, you can't say, hey, ACS, that guy gave me $10, but 5 has to go to this guy. It's gone.
But that is Friday, because a lot of people have a little square and all that stuff, but some people don't. And so if you need a way for you to be able to get, money through a credit card or debit card, or even if they're out of state, you can utilize that format. And you just you're still going to be bound if your team tells you an email that says they'll just put $20 on a $20 donation. So with that $20, he was purchasing whatever.
Even let's say they have going like in honor of a memory of, like when you make a donation, you can tell them, hey, like donate 4 cookbooks. So an easy way to do that is using QR codes, which are those things. If you know they're not. It's a quick website. It's QR code generator. You can actually just Google QR generator. There's a bunch of them out there. So you can say, you put on a business card. Even some relays are putting them on your an event, having a piece of paper hanging off their tent. I have no cash to buy that burger. My relay. Well, scan that picture. It's going to send you to my donation page. Show me your, they said you'll get an email, or you show your phone, because then there's no process. That person's not giving you their credit card number, not giving you their information. You have no, all you want to see is that receipt. Hey, I paid $10. That one, if you scan, and that's going to take you to donate to my team.
Because we have one for every relay has its own, but he's talking that we want to encourage the teams to build their individual ones.
You can go, all you do to do it is They go to their website, the donate now button, donate to individual, donate to team, whatever. Cut and paste the web address it gives you. It's long. That's in the middle there, and then just generate, and it pops up. Download it. You can put it on your phone, like, hey, donate to me. Scan that right there. You know. There are some. I think that one here. They if I paid them money, they could put like the ACS logo in the middle of that, and it would still scan.
It'll be like free or less.
It just gets around that excuse. Like, I have no money. Like if you had 30 of those and you're walking on a track, you got 30 of those. Yeah, you can sell any of it because at Relay, everything, all done monetary donation at Relay goes per Relay. There is no breaking up. So you have that on every single tent. You can how much more donations can you get? Because I know for me, I go to Relay, I don't have $30 cash because I'm going to spend a lot more if I had more.
Well, that's like when we were doing our thing, we said, oh, we don't have more cash, and that would have been great. Like, oh, here, scan this code, donate to our team, save $5, you have your cent.
Yep. And it doesn't charge them a fee. I say a lot of it's like, why don't I get my credit card? It's like, you don't, you're going to see the receipt. Yeah, they're punching everything in their own phone.
I would walk around and give you a little sheet of paper for you to sit there. So we're going to sit there in the middle of the dark and feel and go 6, 4, 5, but no, nobody's going to do that. Sometimes they'll do it at the bank, but remember when we're really doing credit cards at the bank. I know we've tried to get it, I know we've tried to get it.
There.
We have not had success. We're going to try.
There. There's also an app, and I have no clue, never touched it because it's an iPhone app. That is, I hear it's got $220,000 this year through that app. That they allow online sales, but it's an iPhone only app, and I don't have any clue information about it or nothing. I don't know what it is. It's a Relay for Life app that allows online donations through your phone. But that all I know is iPhone only. And they say they're coming to Android, but I haven't.
So if we use this code at Relay, like when we do the money at the end of the bank, we won't know the QR cells won't go, they won't be tabulated in our totals for the actual money.
Correct.
But it'll be like end of the
It'll show us online donations.
Yeah, I'm saying like later at one of the
Absolutely.
If you ever go on the chair, you come on the report in the morning and say, hey, Michelle, we got this much last night online. But you can pull it up.
In like the dark and
Oh, trust me, I have this set up on the stage at Relay. Actually, I had my own booth last year. And on my phone going on the track, I'm wired. It's crazy on Relay. Yeah, I know. I'm one of the exceptions. I was forced. My first year, they said, no, you're not having power. I said, I'm hanging out with the DJ. The DJ's got power. I sat in the corner on the stage with my laptop. And the next year, they go, you're getting your own booth with power. And actually, this year and last year, they were doing it too. They're encouraging Cyber Cafe. They want you to have a booth tent of your own. They want to set up like Starbucks style, have some tables, have a couple of computers set up, have free coffee donuts, try to get them donated. Yeah. Try to get, have them plug your phones. That was encouraged last year. They're really hyping on it this year. Then you have your own power because you say, hey, ACS wants me to have this. You just got your power.
If you don't do it, whenever we talk about the text about the event, people are going to get the text at the front.
You can put like donation only. You can put up a font.
The first year we did it, I think we did like 3 years ago, whatever.
I had a power bar and plugs.
Like a power strip out, and then you had all
And it was a way. I made like $20.
Yeah.
And it was off in the corner in the dark. It was like, it's the shadiest spot of the track. It was a power bar, and it had a bunch of USB plugs just to plug in.
That's something they can actually put they wanted. I mean, if you wanted to, they went to their phone, so just leave the phone, welcome, watch.
That's what I set up for. And people did. I had one girl that was there for like 3 hours sitting on the ground turning her phone. I'm like, you're donating, right? She's like, yeah, so throw a quarter in there. There's donation only. Yeah, see, I don't accept donation. Yes.
Yeah, we wanted to
And
do
you click accept donations, and they type in their name, their how much they want to donate, who it's going to, their credit card information. Then you can send them a receipt. Yeah, just type ACS.
Yeah, you gotta start early too to get stuff.
Well, and we don't have power. So you need a generator.
Yeah, you can put an extension for that there.
That's where we had it for all of you, it's by the bank, it's just offshooting the bank.
Right, would. No, Don did do it.
Sorted it, but I had to strip out there and I had the person, but she did that.
We're going to do a charging station. Can you raise that?
said, try to get like Starbucks to donate coffee, find a local donut shop. Good donuts. And then you say put donation only, say, hey, you can only come in here if you send out 10 emails. You know, there's not, you know, your challenges like this hour, we want to send out, everyone sends things this hour, send out.
That was when you got to the event. See, like, okay, here's your calendar, post picture, be on the time. And do it for-
Yep. With back to the social media, like I said, I'm not really talking about Twitter because I don't use it. Every single thing you put on Facebook, try to get a picture. Just take Google, whatever it's gonna be, garage sale, pick images. Just find one that fits. I usually type whatever I'm looking for, purple, and it'll usually find something. With that, if you just see a text post, most people are gonna scroll by it. Just, you know, they might read the first word or two. They might read the whole thing. But if you have a picture, then I'd more like to look at a picture. And with the pictures, this is gonna know your friends. That's my friends. With the pictures, you can, once you post it as your Relay for Life persona, you go back to your site and you tag every single person you know in Relay in that area. You tag Michelle, you tag Jean. I do that. I do it all the time. Because if you post it, everyone that likes your page is gonna see it. And somewhere here. Somewhere. Facebook doesn't post your stuff to everybody. They start whittling you down if you don't like start interacting with them. But you tag everyone you know that does Relay, because if some of those people might see that picture, some might not, because Relays determine, or not Relay, Facebook determines if somebody likes your site or not. If they don't interact, like, comment, share your page every so often, it's going to say, hey, this person really doesn't care about this anymore. It's going to slowly stop making them disappear off your feed until you don't even get them anymore, and you don't realize it until like a week later. Hey, I haven't seen a post of this guy in forever. You click on his site and they've been posting like crazy, but it's not showing you. But if you post pictures and tag people, all of a sudden, like you post a picture of Relay for whatever event, everyone's friends at that site might see it. You tag yourself. Now all of a sudden it goes, whatever Kelsey was tagged in a photo, they see the photo. And then, so you tag Michelle, you tag Jean, you have all these Relay friends. You have like these giant Relay circles. All of a sudden, then all her friends see it, and somebody likes that. Then it's going to go to her friends, hey, this person liked that. And it's just going to spider out of control. Yep, it'll spider out of control. Like most of my posts, you'll see I maybe get 20, 30 views on most of them. If I tag people like that, I'll get 700, 800 views.
And don't just make the event, by the way, we didn't talk about that, but don't just make the event. You need to invite people to attend the community meeting or the Zoom party or what have you, because then they'll start going out that way. If you just create the event and it shows up, then
yeah.
Unless I'm looking for it to say I'll go to it, you actually have to send me.
Well,
not just that, but just you'll send some of those people, then they'll share it, because we're going to encourage our committees to share the appointment as well.
Yeah, we know that. Immediate recognition, so that goes back to the email milestones. When you get emailed, they bumped up a level. Immediately, somewhere within a day or two, go on and say, hey, congratulations to team so-and-so, you made whatever level. If your sponsors, like I said, on your site, go to the sponsor site. So especially if it's local, if they have a local branch and they have a site, like their site as your site. And every so often share posts, like if they're having a special or having a deal or whatever. Share their stuff occasionally, and there's no set limit. But just let them know, hey, we are like an Illustrator's back, because you want to get their word. That's why they're sponsored. They want their name out there. Just saying I'm a sponsor as in like, hey, look, my name's on the side of their list. It's on that board. They want a little more than that. Okay, Michelle, I also, every time you mention a sponsor, take a screenshot of the picture or whatever you did the sponsor and send it to Michelle so she can send it on her packet and say, yeah, first one, sure.
Every time we get a new sponsor, what I will normally do is I'll send an email to, like if it comes to me here at the office, I'm on the Monday, that I send out, hey, by the way, we just got, Mark just got the new sponsor, Paradise Norte for $500, and I'll send it to the event lead, to the sponsor prepared the online here. And that way those three people know about it. So then at that point, my presumption is if it's a logo opportunity for them to go on the website, it's to be put on there. But, it's like, and then secondarily that it's going to be recognized on Facebook. So that we would take that logo, and if it's a specific logo and I have it, then I'll send it to you. If not, Travis usually will go and hunt it down. It's like a company that's a clear company and they'll find, what Wells Fargo, whatever.
Yeah.
Or charitable, so
Yeah, just say welcome sponsor, put the logo, link their page if they have a page. Thank them, the same way they say, if you see a large donation, like, hey, team member, whatever, just donated this big chunk, you know, encourage other teams, hey, I want to, why'd that guy get up there? Get my name up there.
Yeah, Travis just put a thing for Niceville, that said, two enthusiasts just turned in $1,500. They're not done with the delay, you know, they're gonna finish out that August. So then that next week, I had 2 additional people come in for $20. Now, mind you, $20 is $20.
$20.
$20 is a couple of slides, so that helps.
Yep.
Yep.
Give your teams, like, give your team sign up, say, hey, welcome team number one, number 2, you know, you can list them, or just welcome team, or if you get a new team, welcome new team this year. You know, give them that immediate, say, hey, look, we're growing, we're doing things. Committees meetings, take pictures, like right now, it's like, hey, this is a committee meeting. Look, we're planning your event already. You know, a lot of people don't know we're already planning next year, and this season, and there was no break at all. I didn't even get July. You got a vacation. I didn't even get a vacation. We got a vacation. She's still letting you know, while I'm gone, can you do this? She got a vacation. Okay, this is basic. I don't know if everyone knows this. Switching to the admin site, you have a quick drop down to switch to the site you want to admin. I have like 1,000 of them. There's a see more at the bottom of that circle. You know how I had to scroll down my feed to find a picture that'd be good to be up there? It crashes my phone, but it works very well. My wife has it. She hates it. But you put it up.
When you actually make a post and then you personally want to like it, you make sure you're not liking it as
Yes. If you comment on any post on your site, it'll comment as the site. Even if you sign out, there's a little.
You now have administrative rights on our Facebook page, so if you want to comment on something that Travis posted, you need to make sure you're posting.
What has your picture right here? Right comment, which I can see when I.
You'll have whatever your profile picture.
That's my picture there. If you click on that, it'll pop up, post ads, it'll give you your list of your sites. But that's only if you're on that page.
That they have to do this year, but they like to be very proud of herself and do her own post, her own thank you. So she would always put in there, because we want it to be from that really makes me that means it goes to everybody, but she would put in there, thank you, blah, 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 your event lead. So that way they knew it was coming specifically from that name. And so because the challenge was like, and actually I had
They can tell who's right.
I can always tell who's writing because Trav has a different way of speaking than Dan did and Larry did or whoever else it was. So.
Because you as an admin can see who posted what, but for the public, they don't know who posted what, and you can actually select in there who they know who has the rights. Like I have 5 admins, but if you click on my about site, it's going to have me and I think Gary in it. There's the only publicly known that is on the site. There's actually 5 listed. On there, so this page rolls on the side. Actually, click settings first. Then page rolls. On it, it said this is for Walton. I was bouncing back and forth. Always have yourself as an admin, Michelle as an admin, and leave everybody else as an editor. They can do whatever you want. I downgraded Dawn, and she's off on me when I was doing the screenshot because I just had to do it. She's like, I'm just no way. But because no, she don't. That's why. But editors can do everything an admin can do. They can post as the site. They can edit the site. They can comment as the site. They just can't add other people or delete people. That's the only difference.
As much as you have one
You don't want to get rid of Michelle off of admin because you get Niceville 3 years ago. It took us 6 months to get access to the site. Just trying to track down the person that did have that one admin role. So that's it. The only difference between editor and admin is that they can add and delete. If you have an admin, all of a sudden you do this console, you know where she can delete all you. All of a sudden nobody has access. And Facebook does not care. You can say, no, this is really my site. Like, I don't care. She owns it. Because we tried that. With adding it, it's going to bottom the ad. You have to be friends with the person already. And if you start their name, it'll auto do it. If not, you need their email address that you use to access Facebook. Even though they go, I don't use that email address no more. It doesn't matter. You need the one they use to access Facebook. And then you do that, it'll send an email. It'll ask for your password again to make sure it's really you. And I'll send them and tell you this tonight. Adding donation button, which I'm pretty sure everybody actually already has on there. So the orange button says donate now. It'll take people to the app on Facebook and they can search by team, event, person. It's nationwide, it's really wide. Actually, I think yours is the only one that's not done. That link is right there. you put that in your address bar. You go to that site that's on there. When I send you the spreadsheet, that'll be like clickable too, because you don't want to type all that out. Yeah, I think yours is the only one that wasn't. Yeah, it's on there. And all you do is click on it and hit share now. It'll put that donate button there, and then people can donate straight from Facebook for the app.
Because like, if you're sitting there on Facebook and you're reading your own personal post, and you say you want to donate to my relay, I can put it.
Hit that orange. It's an orange button. It shows up right in the headline. So donate now. Uh-huh.
In my Facebook post.
Yeah.
This is the way permanently-
That will be on your title bar for the event. It'll say donate now at the top, an orange button. It's like you click on that, it's not going to go right to your event. It's going to go to the Relay for Life app. And then if you want to do this, on your event donation, you take Emerald Coast or Fort Walton. If they want to see you, they say Green Grief, and it's going to pop up every event you're registered as. It'll pop up every one. It's simple as that. You hit create now and it's there. There's one more step to get that button. You just go to that web address, and it's going to take you to the screen that's showing now. It's going to give you a drop down of every site you're an admin of. If it doesn't have it, like I said, right now that shows Fort Walton Beach office. I just created Emerald Coast.
Upload your picture. When you're searching for someone, their picture comes to you, right?
Creating events. Everyone know how to create events on Facebook? I don't have to go through this. You say no, you don't know, or no, I don't have to go through it.
I don't know how to, but you know I just started.
Okay, the one difference on the creating events. When you create it, say give it a title for it is, and then I'll try. This goes back with the form that the team gave you, so you have a little specifics. Add on there. Make sure you update location. Like if it's not, it's going to default to wherever you say your event is. Like your event page says location. If you say you're in Freeport, it's gonna every single one is gonna say Freeport. Exit out and put actually where it is. Like if it's at a restaurant, put that restaurant. That's also gonna tag the restaurant. Yeah, especially because that's a sponsor in kind. They're doing something for us. The date, time. It makes you put in a category now. You use causes. What we use. I use it's causes, and you have the subject of fundraisers. So if it's fundraiser for fundraiser, if it's like a committee meeting, I usually use causes, and I think it's volunteering. Because we're not fundraising in a community meeting, it's not fundraising, it's volunteering. And it's searchable. Like somebody says, hey, I want to look for a volunteer group. They can search, hey, look, there's a volunteer group here. They're not really fundraising many, it's more volunteering than needs to grow from the office. New thing, I talked about scheduling the reminders as soon as you get them. Said add them once you get the full calendar, go there and add them. You get everything done in one chunk, so you're not sitting behind the computer all the time getting yelled at by your The new one I just created, this American Cancer Society Fort Walton Beach office site for this office, because they get a lot of events that are like a lot of fundraising. It's more like stick a fork. That was everybody. Instead of having, hey, you go post all the stick a fork stuff in your site, you go put all that in your site, you put it on the site, and so everyone has to do it. And in this case, it would be me doing all of it for every site. I'd have to put 4 or 5 events. I'd have on all 5 sites I'm admin of. So I created one for here. So everything that's run out of this office, this event, like multiple events, I'll post one event to the Fort Walton Beach office and then share it. I'll share it in Niceville, share it in Emerald, share it in another event, share it on Mark. I'll share it on those sites instead of creating an individual for every single one. So that said, once you create your event, go back in and edit. After it's created and you hit save, go back and edit the event, and it's going to have host by. I don't know why this is not in the original when you first create it. Add Fort Walton Beach office to that. It's going to auto put your event in there as the host. But if you can add Fort Walton Beach office, it'll automatically add it to the calendar for here. So it'll show up broader, and it's like this office is doing stuff like Strides is on it now. They're going to do it. It's pretty much anything comes out of this office. It's multiple events, just simpler. I think I made that at 2 a.m. I said, Michelle, I'm sick of doing this. I did. I have to do the second event for the stick a fork thing. Because when you do multiple events across, I have to go to every event. I have to upload that picture to every event. I have to change the date. There's no copy event to a different site. A lot of redundant work. The scheduling post, you type whatever you want, add picture. There's gonna be a little bit where it says post. There's a button to the side. Drop down. It's a drop down to schedule, and you take any day up to 6 months advance. You can pick the time to send out. Usually, I'll just whatever time I'm typing, I'll switch it from PM to AM. Like I'm typing 10 PM, I'm gonna change it to AM. That's what's gonna be posted. You pick what time you want to post it at. Yeah. There's also this back date. I don't know why you want a back date to post. Yeah, I said that, see, 2 weeks ago.
The sponsor's saying, I'm just right here.
Yeah. But I said, schedule everything out, don't spend every single day doing relay. So you can schedule stuff out 6 months. I have events. I don't think I really go through. Yeah. Yeah, so they go in there because we're an outreach program too. We have to get the word out. All the stuff we did. A lot of the surveys came back that what does relay do? We don't know. We don't know the money goes. We don't know the money goes. We don't know the program. So now this was time consuming. I'll give you that. But I went through. I think it was a month ago because I can only go through November. I remember that. And I'd pick one of the programs you do. And I think the 7th of every month on, this is Fort Walton because that's the only site I had time. I need to do the office site. But the 7th every month, there is a post that's going to go out. It's for Road to Recovery. It's the same write-up every time. I forget what it is. And it's either a picture, one of the ACS pictures of recovery, there's some of the videos of it, the same with recovery, just helpful information. And then I think like the 15th or something, I got Hope Watch one posting once a month. And then
It was road yesterday.
the road's the 7th. I know that date because that's the first one I did. The Look Good Feel Good program. That one's out there. I either found a YouTube clip or a picture. I also went off the ACS, the monthly cancer thing. Like this is Cancer Awareness Month for whatever. The first of the month, I'll post, hey, this is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. And then I think every Monday after that, I post 1 or 2 pictures. The treatment, the success rates, just tidbits information.
Chelsea, why would you redo that if he's already done it? Why wouldn't you just go in and share what he's already done onto your page?
Exactly. I said I haven't done it for a while at the office. I need to because that's what I'm going to do because it's only set to Niceville right now. But as soon as I post that, share it to your site. Hey, this is where your money's going. Road to Recovery is based out.
I was like thinking, okay.
You can do that. I say, but if I've already done the work, I say as soon as it shows up, share.
Yeah, but I have to wait till it actually posts.
Yeah.
In order to go in there, so I have to be
But if you
looking
know on the, you told me the 7th and the 1st or whatever it is, you know.
What I've done is because I'm running the Fort Walton office one, I've done every relay and I have notifications. If you post anything on your site, it's going to pop up. Somebody posted. It's really annoying because I post something, it pops up. You posted this. Well, no crap. I just posted that. But it's because I don't know. I like the Strides. I don't know really much about Strides. So I have this ML Coach Strides. Every time they make a post, it pops up. Hey, Strides made a post. I don't know what it is. I'll go view it. Share it to the office. But it's like we need to get this word out there because that's across the relay sphere that they were like, where's the money go? Like we say it all the time. It's just not hearing it. She says, go 6 months. Event day, the actual relay event. And you get that big spreadsheet that's like this wide of everything that's going on your event. Yeah. Try to get on your Facebook. You can see that about a week early. Like, please come to the stage for opening ceremony. Schedule a post about 5-10 minutes before that. I'll give yourself some leeway in case something doesn't go right because everything goes on by the time on those schedules. All the time. Exactly. So give yourself 5-10 minutes leeway in case you have to delete it or edit it or else. But go through that whole thing. It's like, hey, come to the stage, whatever this band is about to perform. Enjoy the music sounds of this. Please silence your phones now. The Lumiere is about to start. But you can schedule all that. So you can actually enjoy your relay. If something gets a glitch or whatever, if you get a glitch, it's like, oh, this isn't having that being canceled. Make sure you have a phone or computer ready so you can go and delete it before it posts. But as I usually give a 5 to 10 minute window just to give you that in case it's not on time. I'm almost done. That's after YouTube. YouTube live streaming, if you want to do it, it's pretty simple. You have to have a YouTube account. Go to Video Manager. The live events, I think you have to go through the approval process. Like you got to prove you're human. It takes like a week. After that, it's pretty simple. You hook up a webcam and you just hit go. Try to make it as soon as you know what you're going to do. Like if you're going to live stream your event, you post it now. You can start like say, hey, on such and such date, go to this website. It'll give you the address as soon as you create it, even though it's not live. And it's like gives you about a minute delay. It's going right there. I just got a slideshow going for it though. Yeah, I did. It'll give you 8 hours. You can do up to 8 hours straight, and it'll archive it. It'll be there later.
Did you have like the one computer and the camera?
Yep, I have that, and I have a cheap web. This is actually the one I use for myself.
So, and you just move around.
I had put an extension cord into the stage so I could pull out because this thing doesn't hold charge.
Yeah.
I pulled out my chair, so I just got a zip tie on a cheap webcam and just sit that down. Like I could have had to go on the 48 hours, but I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, you know, instead of put on the side of the trap, you know, walk by, hey mom, check this out, you know, in a minute, you know, wait for the camera. You know what you want, you know, and every point, I don't know if you saw when it was live streaming on the link below, it said what was going to be an event, and it goes, if you enjoyed this or whatever, please have the donate link. I had the donate link for the event, so if they click the link, it would take you to donate to the event, not to a person, not to a team. And then again, I don't know, not many people viewed it at the time. I think I had 2 or 3 people at most. But after it, you know, people go back, you know, hey, this was cool, let me do this, you know, they can scroll through it.
Like the one that was so moving, here's the links again.
Yeah. And then a lot of people, I guess, there's a singer at night school that nobody's ever commented. Like, you got that, right? I'm like, I had a glitch, the computer crashed, and in the middle of dark on the ground, and then I had a chair, and I'm like, because the link crashed, I'm like, I gotta get this back up because I promised them I'd have this to get whatever. So that didn't exactly go out live because I had to recreate the whole event just to get it recording, and then I shared it again later. But yeah, people seem to enjoy it, and it's like our singing bee is like a hit every year, and I had that going. Again, I say nothing's required. You can do it if you want. If not, again, thankless. It's gonna show up like this before you go. It's like this was everywhere. It'll count down. Like it'll say, like if I put my relay right now, it'll say 88 days or whatever it is. It'll count down for you. That was for this event a couple days ago. The back side says the live event. You just hit go, start hangout, and it'll automatically go. And it'll look like. Go like that. That's what's showing right now. So you got the stop broadcast and me talking. You got these tools on the side. I said, I don't know. Some you can actually have it. This is actually broadcasting whatever my screen. It's broadcasting that slideshow. Like you can see right now, it's still showing what's on the screen on the slideshow, not this. I just gotta find the slideshow. Hey, SMS text messaging. This is it.
That's awesome part.
This is it.
That's what we're here for.
This is a lot of stats. This is a lot of stats to do one little simple thing. Yeah, and it's free for Relay. It's donated to Relay.
Well, I think we have they pay for it.
I don't know if anybody's even maintaining anymore. I think it's just okay. They've had it and we're not stopping it.
Well, not Hit Cricket. That's it.
No, Hip Cricket's because we actually only have limited use of it too. Like you can see some if you screw around on the website. There's some features there. Like that'd be cool to have. We don't have. Okay, so web address at acs.fl.hip. Yeah, that's what I said.
No, for our.
I know. On it, the texting is opt-in system unless they physically have their phone and send a 4-digit number to that 22723. Each event has their own 4-digit. It's going to come up here in a minute on the slides. Unless they put that 4-digit code in, they're not going to get a text. So when you try to advertise, like, no, I don't want any more texting, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's like, unless you do it, you're not going to receive it. And there's a text stop, use quick, yeah, text stops to receiving. That's going to be in every single text. You can't delete it. The site actually won't let you delete it. So if they want to stop anytime, they hit stop. You say I'm getting 2 messages, then hit stop. I try not to send them more than 2 or 3 months. I warn them, relay, hey, you're probably going to get 100. You should be awake anyway. Your phone can ring whenever it wants to. You have no control. We cannot add names to the list. We cannot remove it from the list. It has to be the person with the phone. And it's going to that number. Those are the numbers for the events here. You have to text that, just those 4 digits to that 22723 number. Who wanted, there's all up there. Your number over on that list. That's the Florida list. And actually don't pass that around because there's passwords on all of them. It's on that list actually for each individual one. Yeah. But your username is going to be whatever your 4-digit code is, then RFL. That's your username. And then she's got the sheet right there. Yeah, whatever your 4-digit for your event. So 4-1B should be 2334 RFL. I can tell you all the passwords on that. If those passwords don't work, you have to get Michelle because that list is old. And I know Perdido Key, I think, had issues with last year. Yeah, I set them up last year with Shelly Nightingale, so they're good now. But that password didn't work. Nice little keys changed because I'm the only password for it. But everyone else should be whatever that list has on. Yeah, so usually about 10 minutes before, please. If your phone rang and you got this message, please silence it. Yep, that's what you do. Once you log into it, there's a lot of steps to get to be able to text. Yeah, text. Hit the money bag. It says Advertiser Club. The other window, apparently it's if you pay some money, you can get, nobody can respond. If you respond to that text, you're not going to get it. It's going to go nowhere.
Here is what the text looks like.
The microphone, apparently there are, if you paid for it, you can get responses and you can text back and forth. Like I hope it's like a chat window, but we don't pay, so we don't get it. After the Advertisers Club.
And one thing that on that, which Trav and I learned the first year, is that because they're using the same code,
So like I am registered right now for Walton and Niceville Valley.
Think of an acronym.
So when I get the text, I have no idea who it's from. 'Cause
They're all stamped with the same number.
So you have to, so that's why on that last one you saw that he wrote, yeah, Niceville Valley, wrap up party or whatever it was on this one here. So you might
That's
just say that in there.
That's just people have multiple events. Like if you primarily just your event and you're just getting with the day texts, they'll be fine. But if not, I say try to figure out an acronym for your, if you can fit it, because you're limited. You're limited to how much you can write. So if you can fit it, you know. After that, you hit consumers on the side. Then click here to do push. Like I said, it's 1,000 steps to get there. Those are a list of everything you've sent out. I don't know which event this is, but that's every event that everyone that's been sent out. But you want to click here to do new push.
so the consumers push, new push.
Then it's going to take you to sell list. This is going to tell you how many people are on your list. I think it says 81 on that one. And then again, those can be duplicates because you can't remove. So if somebody adds themselves twice, it's going to add the name to the list. They're not going to receive it twice, but it'll add the name. Like you can view the numbers. You can say, okay, if they still are signed up. Like that's all you can do. You can only view them.
But let me tell you how we've been building that list. And that's for Walton.
This is this year. No, we only got 40.
But
That's just
it took us 2.5 years to get to 81. So it is not, don't come in every day and go, we only have 5 people getting it. We bribed a lot of
Yeah,
people.
you have. Yep. This is the main screen where you type everything. Top line is the title, and actually it defaults like the day. It says push Relay for Life or whatever your event is. You can leave that alone, or you can change it. Because you know that big list I scrolled through? They all look the same. Every single one is the same. If you title them, it'll show up in that thing as a title. You know, you can type whatever event or fundraiser or whatever, give it a title. Next line down, it's going to have status. If you want to send one out, you have to change that to active. I forget what the other options are. When it's closed, inactive, and active. You're going to send something out, it needs to be changed to active. Next box down, it's going to say text to opt out. It's already pre-put in there. You can delete it, but it's not going to just send it. Type whatever you want in there. There's a countdown. It's 100. There's not characters. That's the number right there. Once you type that number, will go down. When you get close to your almost done, so they're ready.
So you can set these up one at a time.
Yes.
And schedule them.
Yep. They're scheduled in 5 minutes. They're scheduled in 5-minute increments, and they're Eastern Standard Time. They're not central. So when you post a nice review like, hey, the gates are open, come on now and set your tents up, and it goes out at 11 a.m. to get there's no you get all these nasty grams.
Yeah.
I did that 2 weeks ago.
We did. So do know that it is Easter.
There's an option right under the box that's personalization. Your phone doesn't know who you are. So when you sign up, it's not going to sign up, say, hey, Tom signed up. So that personalization is going to take, I think, 12 characters away from you. And that's just meant to say, hey, Tom, comma, whatever. It has no clue who that phone belongs to. So it's just going to take up space. It's not going to put anything in there. So you hit no, it's going to give you those 12 characters back. The prefix, you got to leave that is yes. That's the ACS colon. Make sure it knows ACS. Like she just said, they're all going to say ACS.
Yes, I have my label on my phone now. And I only had it for Niceville, and I was getting these words wrong. I'm like, why is Niceville posting about that? It's ridiculous. And then I realized this is the same number, so I'm going to get to it. So I now have it as Niceville /FWB.
After that's done, it's that, and it will let you keep typing after you hit your thing. It'll start counting up, and it'll go negative and keep going up. You can send it. I've told by Don, he used Fort Walton's last year, that it sent them all. I've tried going beyond the limit, and it just cuts you off. Like, so you get a half message. No, it'll just cut you off. So try to stay in that limit.
What's the number again? 46 characters?
No, it's 200 something.
Oh, okay.
It's whatever Twitter is, 128. Yep. Say, I got a link here at the end, but all right. So date and time in the message. Like I said, it's Eastern time, so make sure you get it straight. When you're done with that, hit save changes. That doesn't send your message. Hit save changes. Nick screen's gonna have a bunch of check marks at the top. Just scroll down, and if you do everything right, it's gonna have checked. It's not even gonna, if you do everything I just said on that site, you'll have no problem. It's gonna scroll back down to the bottom, and it's gonna have save changes again, or push the message out. And it's gonna tell you how many people are gonna get the email. Like there was 81 registered on that front page, it's 52 are only gonna get it, because it's not gonna duplicate. So there's 30 numbers on a list that aren't gonna get it. But you hit push message out. And that's going to schedule, it's going to set it for every time you got. It's going to pop up a warning that says, are you sure you want to send this out? Is it okay? And that's it. It's going to go. You can do it 5-minute increments at Eastern. You can schedule them out as far, I'm not even sure what the limit is. Try this out 1 or 2 a month. Send out, you can send out like Happy Father's Day if you want. You can send anything you want. I wouldn't do every fundraiser, but you can do your bigger, like your event-wide fundraisers. Be like, hey, this is coming up. If it's for someone that's specific, I say, hey, can you send a text? Yeah, why not? You can. It's up to you.
And he would say, so this text, as you check in at the team party.
Yeah, reminder. The reminder team party, hey, show up tonight, so it's text, 5,000 points. Day of event. Usually day of event, I'll do like the post on Facebook like crazy, this coming up. But the text, I send it out like, hey, gates are open. Relay start, please come to the stage for opening ceremony. Please line your phone for the open area. I do an annoying one like at 1 a.m. Are you still up? But don't blow them up too much, because then people are like, they all have the phone. You got emergencies, like clear the track, an ambulance is coming. I don't know that one. But it said you only got 5-minute windows. You have to schedule 5-minute increments. So like you can't really do an immediate one, but you can get it out, say, hey, this needs to go out now. You can do it out. Yeah, it's raining, please. We're canceling, emergency notifications. That's how we usually sell it. It's whatever your 4-digit is for your event, and then RFL. Yeah. For which one? For which one? No, it's 2288 RFL is your username. And then whatever's on that spreadsheet that you can't read is too tiny, it's your password.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
It is alphabetical after the first limit.
Yours is different though because that's from 2013. Yeah. Whatever MO, no, it's either South Walton or whatever. I don't know which one Michelle told me to give you. Okay, whatever one says we just have destinators. Like I said, what to send out? Some meeting reminders, event day reminders, so challenges, hey, send this message or send emails, what do you want? Emergency alerts, advocacy messages, bigger messages, those. I'm gonna get into the spreadsheet that's linked to the back of this. I'll get into those. I said fundraising reminders. Pretty much use it as you and your event chair decide how you want to utilize it. Hey, look, it's done. Anything, email me anytime, message me on Facebook, text me. It used to say for all dates, and then they made me bigger, so it changed. That's actually one of like the 4 email addresses. They got a link sheet, like I said, the convert to JPEG, find your Facebook, hit forget. Tiny URL, that site is a godsend for your text messaging because you get, I don't know if you've seen the links I've even had here for relay sites, it's a mile long. That's going to take up your whole texting just in that one little thing. If you go to tinyurl.com, put in that web address, it shrinks it down like tremendously. It takes like a 400-digit web address to 20. So put that in instead. And actually, also with that, if you're sending links through that, and you're sending the link directs you to a relay site. For some reason, images will not show up on your phone. Actually, I know why, because it's the mobile site. Images, like if you're sending, I've sent out, hey, when I do like the gates are open, I'll send out a map of the campsite, in case they didn't know. Say, here's a map campsite. If you open out your phone, because it's text going on the phone, it's going to show up nothing. Because the mobile site won't show pictures. So you might want to tell them, if you scroll down to the bottom, there's a switch to desktop button on it. That'll pull the pictures up. It's still a small website, it'll still show up, but it'll make the pictures appear.
But can't you send them to the website where you have to do the map?
Yeah, you can track it. No, that's the thing. The mobile site, if you're on the phone and pull your mobile site relay, it'll take you to the relay mobile site. If you switch to the desktop, it'll show up. You can direct it to the website. The call to button generator, if you want to add buttons to your site, that's a really nice site. Type whatever you want. You can change the colors and you just put buttons for everything. Forms, meet the chair, the online thing. Because right now you set text links all over your site. I just make cool buttons.
Yeah, we used that last year, so we had like here for, all ensigns, all the applications, so like here for Luminaria forms, like here for, your Mystery Light forms, whatever it was, we had all this.
And you can set them like, say, I want every single button this size, so it makes it more uniform. The link at the bottom is for like SMS text messaging toolkit. It's something that came out last year. It's a spreadsheet. So you'll probably, I'll email so I can put the link. And you input the date of your event, and it'll give you a list. It says, hey, send out this text on this date, this text, this date. And that's where I was back here when they have the advocacy messages, group message, they're pre-made for you. I just cut and paste into your text. And they'll say, send it out this date. And some of them are recruitment, some of our advocacy. Yeah, it's got all of them. And it's ACS puts it out there. Some of them are too long. I don't know why. It actually tells you it's this many digits. Like, well, I can't send out that many digits. Yeah. But that's to help. And also, I think Michelle had it. I just Michelle asked me. There's an email list the same way. You put the day of your event and it says, hey, you should probably send out an email for recruitment this day. Send out an email for this day. Contact last year survivors of this date. And they're all pre-made in the email.
So the answer is not to say, job person.
Don't ask myself permission for anything. Just do it. Yep.
Tell me about it, so I know.
She took softball. Park. So that list is 2013. If those passwords don't work, get with Michelle and see a top channel somewhere. Because I just said I know pretty key didn't work last year.
Yeah, so for the last one, it's the last one.
It's the same numbers and stuff, but it was a different password.
When there was merges, Michelle, and when there was changes and people changed laws sometimes and things like that, that's where this switch happened. So I know which one of my events are merged where those kind of went.